Why, hello there! Welcome to the jungle, all 6,706? Is that how I see? Yep, that's a little bit, a lot more than we've ever seen here. And of course, a lot of you probably don't even know me because usually I am completely nocturnal. But I'm Fame. I am a full-time D4 streamer. I've streamed it now over 4,000 hours. And I absolutely love this game and I feel so honored to actually be right here at the Xbox studio to play Spiritborn. And I want to play a little bit of all of them. I don't know which my favorite is quite yet, but we're going to start with Eagle since it was the first one someone said they were interested in, and I feel like up here is my favorite so far. I like the Centipede, so we'll go look at this a little bit here. And this is the mobility class. I have played it a little bit. And we'll be, of course, level 30, so we'll see how 30 goes for us. And thank you all for those follows. Hopefully, I didn't turn on all the alerts and all this sort of deal, because I knew this would happen, and we're not getting spammed.
Not ready.
Because I'm definitely not used to this kind of traffic. Howdy, howdy. Some of us, of course, know the howdy emotes. And I apologize if I can't engage with the chat as much as I usually do, because there's kind of a lot of you in here. Hey, how's it going? Alright, before I forget, let me go and put this over here. And I am technically, I should also be on YouTube, for those checking out YouTube. Hello, hello. Granted, I mostly engage with Twitch chat. Hopefully you guys are okay over there too. If you want to maybe have a little bit more shot of me seeing what you're up to, you can come join us here on TTV too. Yes, it is a beauty.
Not ready yet.
I was always saying that like our older tiles, it looks like the actual jungle. I love green on green on green. My UI does reflect that.
Need more time.
The Centipede might be a very, very favorite. But they did. They sent a huge group, the hugest I've ever seen. I think like maybe 3 or 4 times bigger than what we've ever seen.
I'm low on thick.
Yes, it does look absolutely awesome. This one has a touch of the Jaguar also in it. But I was saying before while we were just kind of hanging out waiting for us to start that what this class looks like with its lighting basically is what I always wish charge bolts on the source looked like. It is phenomenally beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful things in this class that I don't think there's a single one of them that I feel like I don't really like that. Oh, Bug Goblin. We love the Bug Goblin. Okay, so they put me all the way over here. What I'm going to do is actually go out to the Helltide. Yeah, play with this a little bit. Classic me, I like to port while I'm getting attacked. We can handle it. Alright, good here for the time being. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in here. Those gifted subs, Project Overkill. I see you there. Dun, 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 dun. How do I play the expansion already? I have been a part of the Diablo partner program for quite a few months now, and I've streamed this game for thousands of hours. So they have invited me here to play it for everybody. Dun, dun, dun. Which is really an honor because I am relatively new to streaming. This is only my 2nd year streaming. I recently got partnered when they invited me to Diablo Partners program that I did not actually have Twitch partner. I only got it for like the last few weeks compared to a lot of guys who are here who are of course well-known names. It's been a while to actually get to meet them finally. Alright, we're going up here. Play a little bit more of the Eagle. I don't have nearly as much time as I usually do. I usually stream 12+ hours in the dead of night.
Not ready.
So I gotta be on a little bit more of a timetable than my leisurely way. I just kind of do whatever I want to do. Alright, of course, this is the Helltime. They currently only have us with a few legendaries that match the build for the Eagle. And all the other builds do have something similar going on, but a lot of the other things on us are, of course, rares. So we're not even like top power of what we could be for a level 30. Hey there, Thanos. Good to see you too. Alright, going back here. Yes, very lucky. Up we go. Howdy, Captain Robbie Rob. I see you there. Yes, the movement on this class is probably the best in the game. Move over Rogue, there might be a new speedster in town. Like, it also has some basic skills that zip it from place to place. This one in particular does not have that by the looks of it, but it's still flashy nonetheless. This one also gives me more damage off of evade. It builds up feathers as I'm hitting stuff. Okay, so let's go do this new stronghold. I did get us some access to this. Of course, this is all not final footage, so I'm not exactly sure what's it gonna look like or where this is gonna show up in the actual game. But these are pretty involved over here. Something shiny and new. I feel like we're all well overdue with some shiny new. I realize when I get into this area, that's been happening recently. Test build, it is what it is. What do I call the resource? The resource is Vigor, right here. And when we get around to the Jaguar, the resource gen on that and the cost reduction on that is a phenomenal experience even at low level. Jaguar is probably maybe my favorite right now as far as like actual gameplay. Aesthetically, I love the Centipede, but after I was playing it for them, when they let us preview it before we get into stream review, it's just that Jag can just go and go and go. Go figure, right? All right, so it wants to destroy the Dregs Brewing Cauldrons here. So we got these down this way. To get to the Cauldrons, though, of course, I have to kill the things on the outside. These strongholds are a little bit more involved than the ones I feel like we have in the original game. That's pretty cool. Expanding upon that concept. Go ahead and kill you here, my Cauldron Keeper. But bars use the new weapon types, or at least the quarter staff, so they have more than one option for the two-handed butt slot. That would be pretty cool. I feel like barbarians are in such a grand old place. And that's Raid Diviniana. Good to see you. Glad you stopped on. Cauldron. Yes, this Centipede is so epic. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I guess I keep track of time. Make sure we get to see it. Okay, Cauldron Keeper. Kill you. How are we doing now on this one? Don't let me die. We're not as sturdy in autopilot as when we get to that end-game build. Real butts of baby. So we're just seeing like a small fraction of all these builds power, and they're already so flashy. Like right out of the box, we get all the nice things. Obviously don't have to kill that one, but we're gonna do it anyway because I'm just kind of vibing. Okay, this one. I can't wait till I get home. Oh no, I love it out here. I don't want to go home yet. Don't make me leave.
Not ready.
I could move right in. We just play Spiritborn forever. Back down this side. Dun, dun, dun. All right. It is a good play. We do have 10 health bots right now. That is a good observation. I didn't actually notice that until you said it, and I've been with some access to this for a few hours now.
Need more time.
For the last 2 days. Right, opponent's in Maggot Mound. Getting you going. It is super fun. This isn't even like my favorite. I dig all of them, but I feel like there are two that I prefer over this. I have high hopes for the Gorilla too, but I'm not absolutely sure how me being super tanky comes into play yet with the current kind of mechanics we already know and love. We'll have to see eventually in the future what the rest of the expansion holds. The Gorilla has a huge place we just don't even know yet. Do you like down here? Around big build, yes! Yes. I love all the animations on these spirit summons. The eagle is flashy. Someone earlier mentioned that it reminds me of Arcudo. Well, Arcudo had lightning. Don't know about that. Okay, there's the other cauldron done. There are two more. So we gotta go all the way up there. The stronghold that never ends. Go ahead and roll on over this way. And what does it want me to do here? Destroy the Juice Fanatic. So there's gonna be those on the map up here on the northwest. There you go. My Veda shoot out extra feathers. I don't know if it feels like it's enough feathers. I wish there was more. Balance only being able to use one two-handed weapon. Well, these classes, they have a lot of buffs built in with their class specialization with the Hollow Spirits. They get to add very specialized things that give very unique powers like the likes of other classes don't have. So it doesn't need all those extra weapon slots to have a lot of special abilities. It gets a customization that the other classes really don't in those. I'll show you in a moment after I'm not getting whacked by anything in the Stronghold. This Stronghold isn't timed, so I'll be able to do it after I get this cauldron and quick little adds and ends right here. There you go. The threaten sound like? I'm gonna check the remote. I don't even know. I haven't actually looked. That's a good question. Okay, so what I wanted to do first, we were gonna look at the Spirit Hall here. So this is the Eagle. Casting Eagle skill grants 2 Storm Feathers up to a maximum 8. When you evade, all Storm Feathers are fired, dealing 112 lightning damage, making targets vulnerable for 3 seconds. So it's got a lot of vuln access. You don't have to worry about putting it in other places too much, and there's more vuln access to other skills too. All skills are now also Eagle skills. And then you have to do a sub spirit that also helps you. You could technically, if you wanted to, you can go Eagle Eagle. Every 4 meters, you move your critical strike chance increased by 4%. This bonus reset 2 seconds after curly strike, and then all the others. Since I'm here, this is the first time we've been in here since I started streaming. We can look at these two. This is the Jaguars. Every 4th time you deal direct damage to an enemy with a Jaguar skill, unleash additional slashes, dealing 100% of the damage of the 4 hits. And of course, every time you select one of these, it makes all of your skills, even from the other spirit lines, also have these. So you can expand upon the effects. Like all of a sudden we can have gorilla skills on all of this if we really want to. This is gorilla. Cast a gorilla skill. Deals 100% thorns to enemies you hit and grants a barrier for 10% of maximum life, up to 40% for 3 seconds. Gorilla is super tanky, and that's super cool because I usually do like to play kind of like the more tanky kind of builds. It's just that often when you do, everyone's like, "Where's your damage? You need more damage." Hopefully, maybe we'll finally have some justice for tanky types. You're going Jaguar? Yes. Jaguar is awesome. It's a great choice. And this is the Centipede, my poison baby. Hitting enemy with Centipede skill reduces their damage by 2.5%, slows them by 10% for 3 seconds, stacking a maximum 8 times. And those who know me know I like a lot of CC. I like that utility, and the Centipede is right up my alley in that way too. Of course, lots of poison. But let's go put the eagle back on since we're still playing the pre-made eagle. And touch of the dragon. Not going. And then we are looking for one more cauldron. Last cauldron is all the way up in that corner. It's all right, we'll get there. Put that bird up there, but I didn't really have to hit anything. This looks nice. Yeah, Spiritborn has one weapon slide. You one hit offhand by the looks of it. Here, I don't know about that. I've only seen 200 weapons on this. Put this one. Fire starter. To the other side. They are beautiful, aren't they, Esther?
Not ready.
Oh yeah, it's the thread. I'll get that. I'll get that. That happens to me all the time. I will say something, I will forget because I'm always like, I like to go next thing, next thing, next thing. I like to go fast. And whatever the next objective is, I will be after that.
Ready.
I don't mind people reminding me ever. Just go for it. I'll try to get to it when I can. Go ahead and kill this since I'm already here, though. So the drag's brewing. I also don't like to stand still for any too long kind of length of time. This now too. Enjoy work, good luck. I'm glad you got to make it in for the daytime stream. Briar, this way too. Yes, it looks so good, it does. Alright, what do we need next? I'm gonna go destroy this one over here, the Befouled Briar. I do appreciate that they didn't like cut and paste, so you gotta do the same thing 4 times. You gotta do slightly different objectives to finish to the one. Alright, now we gotta go find the final objective in the middle there. Harvester, move it along. Can't get on my trusty mount here. Thanks for all those follows that have been coming in, by the way. Usually do thank everybody individually, but of course there's a lot of traffic today. Okay, so we can clear this out. Source of Drake's new poison. Okay, Slay Darm. There's our boy. I can't hit him. He's busy doing his little spiel. Hit him with the big bird. There you go. Oh, tell me I'm out of vigor. I did not turn those off, so you might be hearing a lot of that because I usually just spam like crazy. Like, by no means am I a master of this class yet. We only had so much time. Usually I would go through a much cleaner rotation. I'll let you know about all that. I'm still winning too. Why aren't we? Alright, double amulets from that drop. We'll see if there's any legendaries that open up in this class, and while we're also here, see which ones they gave us. You gain resolve for each 23 vigor, you gain over 100. On you. Quill's Volley's feathers explode upon reaching their apex for 74% of its base damage and return to where they were cast, which is that boomerang kind of effect we have going on right now. You won't be able to see the armory on this one because it is, of course, not attached to the live server. Active counterattack reflects incoming razor wings back out again. Other small missiles are also reflected back at enemies that deal 41% of counterattack's base damage on impact. Interesting. So we got the razor's wings and all that sort of deal. Yeah, the angle is very nice. Since I have limited time, we're going to switch to see one of the other ones, but I quite like that. I do see myself at some point making some sort of build with that and seeing it out. So let's go check out the gorilla. I was going to go in reverse order, so I'll end on the centipede, which right now is my aesthetic favorite, so naturally I want to spend the most time with him. All right, so this is gorilla. Kind of looks like a spear from Hades. Interesting, interesting. Does dismount attack for Spiritborn? Yeah, we can look at that too. The dismount attack, but first we wanted to do the taunts because I did promise that I would do it. So let's go see if they've got a taunt here for us. All right, let's stop that in, save changes. Now let's go ahead and...
You invite the wrath of not one, but
thousands. I dig that. I dig that. All right, so we wanted to see the dismount attack too. Go ahead and do that. There you go. Looks like they got the lightning of the bird. I kind of wish that maybe they'd actually like see the bird a little bit more. That'd be cool. I didn't check those other 2 amulets we picked up for the character. Alright. Bees are coming. Right. Actually, that is kind of a little bit true. I don't actually summon bees. I think it's a locust, but we'll see that with the centipede. Alrighty. Here's a little bit more of you. Okay, just killing little odds and ends, but we really want to be, of course, on the Helltide. I kind of wish they put me over here. Save me a little bit of time. That's okay. We'll kill whatever this is and put it back in. Bang, bang. There's a little bit of blasting going on with the gorilla. I did not play D3, but it's my understanding that there's definite monk energy with this class, and it's just like going by what it looks like. That looks like something I would see eventually. Alright. Yeah, I'm always like that too. I wish that the dismounted skills were actually more attuned to what your character build is instead of a default one, because then yeah, some obviously are not made equal. If you're like built for the eagle and lightning and all that sort of deal, and this one, I think, okay, that's cool. It doesn't matter that much, but it'd just be a nice little thing if I could, you know, build like gorilla dismount while I'm on this character. Much real love, thank you, both of you. All of you, welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? Good to see you, Skeletic. And all. I won't forget about anybody. I got the memory of an elephant. I never forget. That's you gotta be careful. I said I was gonna go. I kind of said that, and I was like, I said I was gonna go over here. I kind of forgot because, you know, raid. Okay, gotta say hello. Maybe those follows. Let's see the new map. All right. Well, the new map, I can't say that it's actually like fully what it's gonna be, because of course we are on a test build and they got us closed off just to showcase the class. Since I'm here, this is what we got for Nathan 2 right now. And this, of course, is like the real world what we usually are playing. So there looks like there's some stuff going on over here that we can't get to yet. Assuming it stays like this, but yeah, we can't be sure. So I got 2 strongholds right now. There are a few more dungeons or what they're showing us currently that we can mess with. But of course, we don't see the meat and potatoes of that. I'm sure at some point they'll reveal more of that for us. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, gorilla is absolutely tankier, and it does early on feel pretty good at that screen clear. All right, we're over here this way. Dun, 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 dun. Go back to that stronghold so we can get a little bit more to be killing. Always need that time. How much time we got? We got 2 hours, I think, is how they were telling us, something like that. Something like that. So, you know, already feeling the time crunch, because usually I am here 12 plus. I miss my 12 plus hours. I've been gone for a few days because, of course, we were doing the traveling thing and hanging out here. But so come October, of course, we'll spend all the hours for this class. Season 6, I will definitely start with. All right, so we're in the shiny Helltide. We can play with the gorilla a little bit more proper. Just like this. Hello.
More vigor. Need more time.
All right, it's all right. Come around this way. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, what's gonna do with that? Android is actually one of the biggest people who is always like, they should invite her to come play, they should do all this. And there were actually times when Android would say these things and I already knew I was coming. It was like, oh no, oh no. Oh, let's hop on down here. You want to see the map again? Okay, we can show you the map again, but first, I'm gorilla-ing. I have the thing. Welcome in. The most unique safe I said how the spirit blades. I picked up 1 unique twice during my test yesterday when of course I couldn't stream. And it wasn't even into the build of the character that I was really playing, so I did not really get to look at it. That's the only like downside of what we currently have. Is like don't have access to that to show everybody, but the one I looked at was pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It affected gorilla, but at the time I think it was playing centipede. Alright, so I want to look at the map again. I mean, the map, we don't know if that's going to be anything close to what it actually is, but that's what you got going on. Let me get that gorilla out again. I like him. He's shiny.
Not ready.
There we go. Got some hooks. Some propagators. Not really changing out the build too much. Technically I can do that. I'll look at some of the other skills. and moving around, but it's kind of like the recommended ones that the devs will put together for us to get us going, showcase what we got. Alright, give a new item, but did it give me a new aspect that it does anything related to this character? Oh, let's go layer the work. Named him ages ago. Can't forget.
Not ready.
Alright. Yes, players could very well use Eagle for speed. The Jag's really fast too. Jag zips around in a fight like nothing else. Also, I love the Jaguar too. Those monsters sound scary. They got that squish to them, right? The audio is so good.
Not ready.
A lot of us were saying we were like really nervous at the beginning before all the streams were gonna happen, and then we realized it was the heart-pounding music that kept being played from the new expansion. It's like, yeah, that will get you riled up. That'll definitely get you riled up. You want pass right out of the PvC zone. I don't know about that. I'm sure he's had more time with all these classes than we would. That'd be a bad time for me. Okay, let's see this and we'll play there. Haven't seen the Jag yet? Well, hey there, Necromancer Queen. Well, we very much can. I'm gonna mess with this a little bit more just so we can show off Gorilla things. Gorilla, if I could like actually scale the gear and everything, I feel like it would be super epic because I can't really have like quick access to all of the best defensive kind of things, like build up thorns and all that sort of cool stuff. I don't know if I can really give the Gorilla his best shot. He can't live his best life until he's built up. But let's go see the Jaguar since we've been talking about so much, and I do absolutely love the class. I'll give that Jag a look. Rise in your areas, it's too dark and shadowy. Oh, there's a lot of darkness. I haven't shown you the other stronghold they have in this build. It's maybe the darkest thing we've ever seen in this game as far as like actual lighting. But it's with purpose. It's a purpose. It's not just like an annoying way. It is a... It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's all the way down there. But since we mentioned it, we might just go... Because we can. Let's go ahead and go down the kill route. Come on, there's more. It's spiders. We should know that. There's a lot of spiders, which I guess from a leveling standpoint, I like to see those. They can draw the spiders at me. Come when we're actually leveling real characters. I'm all about spiders. Real authority, really scale. Yes, they need that gear. They need it. They have to have it. Otherwise, it's not going to be quite all it's cracked up to be, I think.
Need time for that.
Okay, let's head on down here and take a look at what's going on this way. I love the basic attack for Jag. That is satisfying. Now I'm gonna go down here, and of course it's a bit of a trek. But I just felt like the stronghold was different. It hit different. Granted, I felt like it maybe also was the most time-consuming stronghold I've ever seen. I don't know what it'll be like when it actually hits live, but when somebody says something in the chat that kind of lines up with an idea, I feel obligated to try and flesh this idea out. Occasionally the animations are the same. No, they're not the same. The jungle definitely has a little bit of a better look to it. This is different too. This wasteland energy. I don't think the animations on the Spiritborn are very unique to the other classes that are available. Speaking of, I'll just ride around on the cat. Let's kill some stuff because I cannot stand not slaying for too long. With all is flash, you gotta do it. By far my favorite basic of the Spiritborn attacks. There we go.
Need more time.
Of course, we always need more time because I'm a spammer. What can I say? Okay, so this is the Chekier Stronghold. I think I pronounced that right. If I remember correctly, the entrance to it is on this side somewhere. I don't know if this is really the one, but yeah, so if you talk about dark, this place is dark. A little bit buggy going in. Okay, so pulsing massive hollow flesh bars the way forward. So we gotta find another way. I gotta guess this is the way, so we're gonna go around that way. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, this is like our new friend, how dark it is. We're gonna kill some stuff along the way, don't we? Not show off that Jaguar Sparkle. Okay, so the vigor on this one is so well maintained because you do have some reductions in the lineup. So you can spam a lot more. I mean, I can hit that. It looks like he's getting multiple values. The other ones would be like, I just want to get one circle, you get two circles there. reminds me kind of like what they were doing with Flurry coming next season. You get to do that like shred energy. This is like a shred on something else right now. A little quiet, you think? I'm gonna turn myself up. I can probably do that. Let me go see about doing it. Of course, this is a fresh rig for me. I did not set all this up and get to test it. We can go a little louder here. Did not get to do the auto gain test because, of course, everybody was doing the stuff and the things in this room. See behind me, there are lots of monitors. Okay. All right. We go right here. I changed the FPS limit. No. This is... We did change down the resolution, like at some point it was a little bit higher. Hey, that bottle, welcome in. All right, let me clear this up here. All right, that's good. Heal this a little, we'll move back down to the other side. Right out here. In theory, it connects to the one we have. Yes, I can see over here. This is where the mouse we know and love are, and this is where they currently have to connecting. I don't know exactly how it's going to line up or anything like that. Of course, it's a test build, but like, theoretically, the way that it's positioned, it is currently connected. Okay, let's go see the stronghold. Yes, it did not get to be at the highest setting that we could put on these rigs because it didn't look like the rigs could handle both us playing at highest settings and stream and run the cameras and everything. So that is accurate. So technically you can make the game look better than this. Okay, so here's this dark thing that we have going on, and it wants me to use the color lantern to activate the warding razor and open a way forward. And it is a bit of a pickle. Hey, the skill is not ready, and it's just locked me in. I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time here because it has been a little buggy for me in the past when I was testing it. But yeah, this is something. And you're going to follow the lantern around and like interact with these up here. It burns that, so we climb up. Do a little bit of this. Light that up. And it takes you through like that. Okay, so then I gotta pick the lantern back up this way. I feel like, as much as I like how dark it is, like it's interesting, intuitively, maybe this one is a little weird. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna break through this. There you go. A touch of eagle in our jaguar. Love to see it. Pick up another one. So they were saying that these are all reused assets. I don't think this one was reused. This looks pretty unique. Yes, they do look really good in the dark. That's true. That is true. Is in-game 100% the same? We don't know exactly what the in-game for the expansion is going to be yet. They have not showcased that yet. For now they're showcasing, of course, the Spiritborn, but there's something more. We know there's something more coming with that expansion. Got plenty of time to get into that, I'm sure. They'll let us know. I'm really curious about a lot of different things that come with the expansion myself. Hey, look at the lantern. Come back here. We're not supposed to drop you yet. Let's see if I can do this and not get like super lost. Well, guys said it looks good in the dark, so we're gonna do it in the dark. Vampiric wall right here. Yep, they'll show that on later release. They're not gonna give us the full access. We're not allowed to do it all. Well, it would be the fun in that. Well, it'll be fun for us that are here, but not everybody. Okay, languisher. Man, that lantern, I don't know. It's like, how am I supposed to do this? Get to the females here, more about armor, please. I don't think so. They don't let us do so much of that. Granted, I mean, I can try and scrounge around for a wardrobe. I don't think that's what they want me to be doing. Nice try, though. Let's see what else is going on. Can I see? Nope. It's dark in here. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea of what it's up to. I don't want to stay in the dark too much. I want to kill stuff. But that is the festering dark. Alright. Let's go kill some more things with Jaguar since we like it so much. Let's go into the Helltide again. Could tactically do a little Helltide and try to farm more aspects just to see what's going on with all that. But I haven't seen the fancy profane mind cages and all that sort of deal, sadly. No shortcuts at our whopping level 30. Okay, that is done. I think when I make smaller hell tides, like the dry staff is an indication. It means the density is much more than us running around. I can't complain. I want more things to kill. We always need more. Give it to us all. Okay, that's you. You're welcome. I'll say you're welcome. These. Go ahead and do one of those. All right. Yeah, it's true. We don't get to see the Paragon for all this thing to the full extent we want to. Okay, that is done. We'll get over here, collecting these little harvests. We're still not in the Helltide yet, of course. I'm just killing things because I cannot resist the Jag just zooming through its enemies. Yeah, I love it too. I can't really like focus on the objectives because I'm just like, I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Alright, here's the actual Helltide density that we want to see.
Not ready yet.
Let's take a look what's over here. Later, Dragonus. Enjoy your. Glad you could stop by. Hey, you, Treasure Goblin. Give me something fancy so I can show something that's not everybody has, eh? Here, just send the Jaguar off at it. Not again. Not too bad. Oh, Treasure Goblin. Come back here, you. Look how it just chases it down. I think it ran as much as it wants, so there's nothing that can stop me. That's my basic attack doing that. The only thing that really can hurt me is, of course, how things that are hitting me. It's like, wait, I know you like that Treasure Goblin, but you're supposed to actually go ahead and do this. Here, hit that. Hit it with a stop. Why are you so tanky today, Mr. Goblin? I do miss the extra mobility off of the Eagle at a time like this. There you go. Alright, so we got Quarterstaff, which obviously this character can use as well. Casting a focus skill recalls nearby spirit feathers, which deal 42. Okay, so that's the one for the Eagle, is what's going on. Currently, we have your critical strike chance with Jaguar skills is increased against enemies by 6% for each 10% of their missing life. Interesting there. Rake manifests a spirit Jaguar, which also casts Rake at a random enemy. That's why we keep seeing more than one of those pop open when we do this. That's pretty neat. Then Soar casts Vortex as a landing location, and Soar is this over here. Alright, ring out this side. It's going well. How you doing, Lila? Good to see ya. The Paragon got sheer counts to spare. You really like your Jungle Book, but hey, I mean, if you like the Jungle Book, then you're gonna like the next expansion, aren't you? Okay. Little summoner action. Nice sit down, grab a little Galavine. And then what do we have over here? Let's go ahead and kill this a bit. Heal that out. The zoo. Little Sorin. Hit that full. Alright. Cathedral Crest and the Rays. These are not too exciting, of course, because we're legendaries out here. Nicely done. Heal out as I do. Amulet. See what's on that amulet. Try not to die in the process. Maximum life damage. Not gonna lucky chance. 27 of your prior resource for every 20% of your life that you heal. That's just the general Starlight. Not general metamorphosis. Not giving me any unique things for our Spiritborn right there. Alright. Okay, clear this one as I do. Right up this side. Pole, guys, pole. This one out that side. Alright. You know, set my microphone back to your phone. We gotta change and then lower the game's master value for the game's option menu. Here you are. I can look at the feeds, kind of looking like. Taking a look over here. Game does look like it's pretty loud compared to how we usually play it. Maybe do a little bit, but I mean, if there's ever time to really hear the audio, it's on a new class, so we can all check it out. Usually I do run the game audio a little bit lower, or not a lot lower than what I'm currently doing. But I do want to make sure that we get to enjoy it here too, not just me yakking. Alright, so what are we doing with you? Okay, we got some cinders. Maybe we'll try our luck and see if we can get any cool aspects or uniques from some of these boxes, since we got that going on here. Alright, heal that now too. Don't mind if I do. You think it's good enough? You think it's alright? Yeah, it's a little tougher to judge, because of course I've never gone live with this to sit there and tweak it. Just as long as we can both understand what I'm saying and we're enjoying the game, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I wish it was perfect, but if You get hung up on that, we'll never get to play. Terrifying. Get that done. Hear this now too. Welcome to the jungle. Alright. The reg sake is good enough, so we like that. Alright. Teleporter. Don't forget the rake. I just like hitting the basic, just like it just keeps chasing. Would totally make a basic build with core skill. Totally do it. Thank you, thank you. Only one vote for Eagle. I don't like the Eagle, huh? I feel like Eagle will soar in game when you can actually have like better control over getting enough of those feathers as you need. Because early on it feels like those feathers could do more, and I have a feeling at some point, I have a hunch, it would ramp up so you get a lot more value for that. Because it feels like something's missing on the Eagle, but a lot of this is going to feel like it's something missing because it's just level 30. We all get to level 30 in like a blink of an eye, right? So this is just like a taste of what these classes are capable of. Go ahead and dismantle because I can. Everything keeps killing. Sovereign Shield likes Eagle. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. But you like Centipede better? Yeah. Yeah, the Centipede is my jam too. Okay, let's go ahead and dismantle. I mean, anything with a lot of speed, naturally OP. One way or another, speed is the defining quality of great success in this game. But Jag's fast too. I mean, you could actually put them both together, right? Which is kind of what we have going on here. Kind of. But I think maybe I would want a little bit more like the mobility part of the speed that I don't think I have a lot going on with this, just like default building tossed to us. Okay, Deluxes. Of course, we're just rolling a lot of like rares right now, so it's not like I have the greatest on the boss damage yet. It's not really a good indicator of what I can do with this quite yet. Go on, buddy. Not want to. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. Good enough. Okay, back down to the southwest, just like that. Helltide Commander, you're about to die, trying to stay outside of that line. You've seen Deluxes plenty, but it hits a little different when you're in your class. Alright, so this aspect is an intercom, so we know what that is, so that's not a good winner. Shame, shame. Still have like testing items. Placeholder items. We start at 30. We are locked at 30. We are rocking the 30 today. Letting us see a little bit of what's going on, but not the full deal. We're gonna have to come back in October, all of us, to enjoy that, which I feel is, you know, understandable. As much as I'm sure we would all love to start at 100 full builds of all uniques and just absolutely blast away everything they give us. We just can't have everything. Patience, patience, yeah. All right. Let's see here. What was the poll looking like? The Eagle got 29%. That's 4. Monkey. The Monkey, 36%. Jaguar, 36%. And did we not put the Centipede? Are we not allowed to have the Centipede in the poll? It's just not right. It's just not right. I'll grow infuriated. Okay, here down here. Alright, you're gonna do another one soon. We haven't seen the Centipede yet. That is my personal aesthetic favorite. We're gonna do a little bit of this first. Main Elemental Surge, the Worldly Finesse. Those are, of course, knights unique to the Spiritborn, which, of course, the Spiritborn does have its own unique tempers to power and everything like any of the other classes do. I looked at those a little bit, but of course did not get super far to really stack that the way that we'd like to. So this is basically just more or less like the vanilla builds. I've not seen the full extent of just how much spam I can get, but I feel like the Jaguar build in particular, it's like, I spam so much. Like, I don't have that much downtime at all, just rolling around with the basic. I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty content. It does satisfy that need to always be killing, always be fighting, always be spamming, always be hunting. So this one I don't need to deal with you right now, but of course the Helltide has an altar. And we had hearts lying around. Let me go pop some boxes, see if we got any luck. Of course this is a tier 2, world tier 2. set of boxes, so they got the full mystery, who knows what's in here experience for me. Get that falling out of the way. Yeah, exactly. The centipede, all that cream. Well, we're gonna see it in a moment. See what it gave me here. That is a Spiritborn Endurance. So you got the Protector Barrier Generation. That's for the Gorilla. Crushing Hand Barrier Generation. Also, I believe, the Gorilla. And then Concussive Stop. Auspicious. These are all for Gorilla things, I do think. Okay, so I can open up one more box. What do I want to do? I want to go see the centipede because that's my favorite. That's one we're going to spend most of our time on because aesthetically, it's me. Just like NYC said, the centipede is so me. Let's go ahead and do that. Welcome to the jungle. Centipole. We want the centipede. Fix the pole. Fix the pole. Do it again. You can't leave out the centipede. Okay, so here we are again. This time, before I move anywhere, let me go ahead and learn from our mistakes. Let's see if we can get to that waypoint so we get to the Helltide sooner, because that's where the most stuff to kill is. All right. We'll let it expire. We can tolerate it this time. Right, my beautiful centipede. Let's go. You ever wanted lasers in a D4 game? I do believe we kind of have that energy. This and the Eagle a little bit too, I suppose. Very laser is. Sorry, Source. I don't really. You're quite satisfied the laser fantasy like this boy right here. Look at him go. He's glorious. Centipede literally hits different. Look at those locust swarms just spouting everywhere. That's my baby, my new favorite thing probably in the whole game. Haven't really delved that deep, of course, but just like looking at it, like, I like poison. I like my Andarios rogues. I like my Andarios on anything. I've tried it on things that have no business having Andarios, and I look at this and I'm like, so what I gotta do to get one of those helmets, huh? I could use some of that. Right. The wild jungle thing. I can see that. Okay, shambling corpses. Got another centipede moment. Okay. Look how much it spams. I'm not even using the skill that like just directly, I think, summons those locusts. There are skills that aren't in the builds that do exist. Like here, we got a Scourge, call for wave of insects that bites enemies. I don't have points in that, but I already have so many. It feels like, well, you know what? We're showing it off well enough. It's okay. We don't have Scourge right now. All right. There you go. So the three that we played when we had the poll, the Jag clearly the favorite, but we have the Centipede. Oh, we've been playing some Centipede. How does that go? Right, so that's that going. Just like this. There's my treasure goblin. Let's see what you're up to back down here. This, of course, doesn't have the same kind of mobility some of the other ones did, like that Jaguar. But these locust swarms and the centipede itself are kind of doing a pretty good job keeping up with it. Of course, when I'm on the centipede, it's starting to drop me much more things. I appreciate that. That's a moonrise. We wanted to do some basic activities. We do that a lot, of course, in live. We don't really want to do that here right this second. Enemies slow by at least 80%. They also become feared for 3 seconds. You deal 39% increased damage to feared enemies. That is, I do believe, a part of the centipede things, isn't it? I'm not necessarily sure how that all builds up, honestly. Because, of course, I'm as new here as anyone else. Somebody in the Spiritborn line does have significant fear. Let's go to the Helltide. So I'm going to do this from this side again. We'll head out there. Centipede's going to be your build 100%. Yeah, I'm probably right there with you. Just the first one, we gotta choose it for the aesthetic reasons. Gotta go aesthetically. And of course, we gotta go poison, we gotta go green. Around these parts. So let's go around here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Keeping that going. We are on our way to this. Granted, it probably could have given me a little bit better of a route. Getting lost in the jungle. It's pretty on brand, I guess. Could mess with that goblin. But we want on our Helltides. Yes, the Jaguar's attack speed is amazing. kind of the basis of what it is doing there. And they give it a lot of vigor cost reduction, so you can do a lot with a little. Where I think a lot of maybe other builds in this might take a little bit longer to feel quite that good. Jaguar just right out of the box, just pop. You like that gorilla for heart? You could use gorilla and then use the other things too. You take the parts of the gorilla that you think are going to keep you alive, and then you can pick up damage on the utility somewhere else. This class is made for customization quite a bit better than I think some of the other ones are, if not all the other ones. Another amulet. Let's see what you got for me. Amulet has Quill Volley, so that is for eagle things. Hey, little cat, you're supposed to be picking stuff up for me. Thank you. Let's slide on down. Need Jaguar Centipede combo, that speed plus poison. Yes, you definitely could put that with the Andariel's Mythic, and I think you'd have a recipe for something pretty shiny. Definitely sounds like something I would do. Put my two favorites, no matter what it takes to make it work. Yeah, that is something I would definitely do. The Centipede has a lot of like self-heal going on. I didn't mention that in the live stream earlier, where I'm for good sustain. Definitely good for some sustain. Take a look at what else is going on here with this one. We got dexterity, maximum life, critical strike chance, 60% increased damage to a set of damage types, elements. Oh goodness, that is not going to add to our pile of centipede things. The search continues. So I'm probably going to see the skill nodes. Yes, we can look at all the skill nodes. Now that we've also looked at least a little gander of all the main spirits, we can do that. We got still plenty of time to mess around and see what's going on. All right, I still need lots more cinders to open up this one. Of course, technically it says the Helltide is about over. Same timing as we're used to in the Helltide. I'll take it very seriously on that front, technically, but that is a thing. There's the Hell Girl Angry. That is you. And then let's go around here for the little event. This is different. Setting a score. Hunt the beast. We're interrupting their duel. Is that what we're doing? This feels wrong. All our characters are designated Spiritborn, 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 Spiritborn. Hey, no. The newest shiny, it is what it is. A lot of us have played every class to ridiculous numbers. I think I'm up to like almost 40 characters. I've leveled 100, like legitimately leveled, not boosted. I went through the whole process. So I love to do that. I do it, and you make fun of me for that all the time. It's like, you must love the leveling process. I'm like, no, not really. I just love making different builds, and at the moment, no armory, no character swap, no skill tree swap. The Paragon swap with a click of a button. So yeah, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Bloodhawks. You are done with this. Alright, favorite class so far. Yeah, the Centipede vote is, of course, off the chain in here. Of course, now I feel like a lot of people are like going for it because I said I like it. There you go. Alright, fair enough. Nothing wrong with not wanting spoilers. I get that. I get that. I tend to be I want to do it on my own, experience it myself kind of person myself. There you go. We leave this place better than we found it. That does sound very, very in tune with the world now, doesn't it? Complete. Okay, there we go. You're scared of bugs? What if you have control of the bug and the bug is supporting you? Doesn't it get a pass? He's your bug. He's your guy. Don't be scared of him. Turn your fears against your enemy sounds actually a pretty good thing to do. Your favorite class in the baseline game, and does Spiritborn have any similarities to it? My favorite is Necro. I love Necro aesthetically and the vibe, but I play a lot of Source too. And are there similarities to it? Well, Blood Surge is my favorite build. I always say that because I technically dig melee. So in that case, this class is even better for qualifying that melee experience. I also like to be fast. I like to kill things fast. So technically, I guess, as Necro is always made fun of as kind of like the slower one, out of necessity and the actual build, this class would do that better too. And I like the poison vibe, technically. We don't get a bleed as a blood necro, much less do we get poison. So, well, I mean, in this case, I think Spiritborn might have the edge. Because it has a lot of the things that appeal to me. Jokingly, I always say, well, I'm not joking, it's the truth. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an entomologist growing up. I'm into the bugs. The bugs don't scare me. I thought I was going to spend my entire life at a point in time with them. There you go. Okay, they got worldly stability. Got a friendly here hanging out. 140 of these. Let me open up a box before this is over. I don't really have much control over which box we're opening, but it's going to cost 100 and we'll hope for the best. See if we get something nice. I know, I was like, add the poison nova. I'm obsessed with the idea of putting Darials on this. One day I'll get to do it. There you go. The bug house of the zoo is scary. I guess it depends what kind of bugs. A lot of squish. All the squish. I love that. Okay, so here we have mythical augments. Mystic circle potency, spirit feather potency, pestilent swarm damage. Clearly that would be what this one wants. Worldly stability, we know what that does from base game. Skills gain 20% attack speed. That's a rapid there, sure. Once the enemy is slowed. We're holding on to that because those are related to what we're doing. Kinda. I don't think I have that much time to really like gear it, but we can always think about it. I like to think about it. Can't open that yet. Let's head on to this side. Yeah, for a baby character, yeah, the centipede is doing significant damage. I'm not sure that this one is completely scaled the way it's supposed to be, but hey, you know, I'm not complaining. Just testing things. I like to feel overpowered. Who doesn't? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, a little empty here. Oh, there we go. They're coming back. There's like eagle dismount. Imagine if it could be some sort of centipede themed dismount. Maybe one day. They haven't like expand on their mount system in a way like we actually fight on them or something. I would hope that this mount gets a little bit more desirable according to your build. There's a gorilla tempering over here. Gorilla finesse. I don't think we've seen that one. Gorilla finesse gives payback damage because of stop damage to dominant or to bastion. Which we don't know exactly how all those things are, so it didn't look as in-depth as I would like to. If I had more time, I would of course do that. A class other than bar that feels good early on and is even better later on. I mean, I would hope if it's the newest shiniest thing, I always say that of course it should feel a little bit better than the others, like mechanically. It's logical, right? It's logical for a lot of reasons. It would be a damn shame for it to be any other way. Okay, let's go back down. I'm gonna open one more box, so I'm not gonna get to it. I only have a few more seconds. Alright, if that's the case, let's go back to Evercuros. And we'll go look at the skill tree, since I did promise to do that. I'll look through each and everything one by one. Okay, so here is, of course, the Spirit Hall we looked at a little bit earlier. This is the skill tree. So we got your basic attacks. Of course, I got lots of options, but this is Centipede. Darts at and jabs an enemy, dealing damage and applying poison damage over some amount of time. And the third attack bursts on the target, damages around enemies and slowing them. So it's got slow, just baked in on the basic. It's kind of nice. Through this, you gain 1 vigor per second for every nearby enemy poisoned. When they first, of course, vigor is your resource. And then it's currently set to when it says third attack spreads, it does the poison explosion, right? Yes, hitting a vulnerable enemy will also spread the effect to all hit. Right now, it does not apply vuln, so we're getting vuln from somewhere else. Or you can do enemies poison with if it's deal 20% less damage. That's a kind of a utility type deal. Always like that thing, the sort of thing in theory. I have a support utility character main at heart when those good things are available in games. But all the time with this one, you don't really feel like you need it. All right, you want to enlarge the whole thing? Sure, we can enlarge the whole thing. All right, so then we got passes out here. Casting defensive skill grants 5 vigor. These are, of course, the defensive skills here. 1% additional damage reduction per stack of resolve. Or get increased life on kill equal to 5% of your maximum life while you have at least 4 stacks of ferocity. Interesting. Interesting. So you get this one, 10% block chance. Standing still for 1 second, you gain 10% block damage reduction. It lasts for 2 seconds after your next move. Like naturally, you think that goes with the gorilla. Not taking damage for 5 seconds. You gain up to 10% of your maximum life as a barrier over 10 seconds. Interesting. If you're not getting attacked. Gain 6 thorns while you have a barrier. Thorns are increased by 30%. That goes into that kind of gorilla thought process that we were talking about earlier. Block damage new meta for the gorilla type things. It does seem like that is indeed a thing. One resolve every 5 seconds. Encase yourself becoming unstoppable and gaining 100% block chance for 3 seconds. It allows more block. Activate Armor Hide. Grants you maximum resolve. Increases your thorns by 64 for the duration. Adaptable Armored Hide. When you evade 3 enemies with Armored Hide active, you deal 100% of your thorns to them and heal for 5% of your maximum life. So there's more thorns there too. While active Armored Hide increases your block reduction by 5% for every nearby enemy. Once you just dive in there and tank it all. It's very traditional tank energy. I know some people who enjoy that. Concussive Stomp. Stomp in front of you, releasing the shockwave that deals 20 damage and knocks down enemies for 3 seconds. So it's going to be rideable. It's 100% file 4. Unfortunately, they do not let you ride them, per se. Cousin Stomp grants a barrier equal to 10% of your maximum life per enemy hit for 3 seconds up to 100%. I wouldn't be surprised at some point they have maybe some mild armor that's steamed around them somehow. You never know. You never know. It'd be cool. Adaptive Concussive Stomp. When enemies recover from Concussive Stomp, you dodge their next 3 attacks. Concussive Stomp gains an additional charge and does 500% increased damage to unstoppable enemies and bosses. Reinforced Concussive Stomp. You do more Concussive Stomps in one way. I guess that's good if you're bossing some way. There's Counterattack. It's a Jaguar skill. Gain 20% dodge chance to automatically retaliate against close enemies for 109 damage when you dodge their attack. Dodge all direct attacks for 2 seconds. I love a good dodge. Counterattack enhancement. All the skills. Counterattack's cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds per stack of ferocity you have, which you do stack a lot when you're using the Jaguar skills. When you dodge a control impairing attack with counterattack, it will reflect that crowd control to all close enemies for 2 seconds. That's interesting. So you turn the crowd control against your enemy. Have you really ever seen anything else like that in the game? Like the actual moving of the crowd control on from you yourself to them, basically. Counterattack passively increases your critical strike damage by 10% for every close enemy. They like you to dive into the enemy, huh? And there's a Scourge. This is defensive for the Centipede. Call forth a wave of insects that bite enemies, fearing and slowing. Then there's that fear for the Centipede. For 3 seconds, applying 151 poison damage. Over 6 seconds. Each time you hit an enemy with Scourge, you gain 1% increased damage towards the crowd control enemies for 6 seconds, up to 50%. Interesting. I love a good CC stack. Hitting enemy affected by Scourge is up to a 50% chance to lifesteal. 35% of the damage done. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Monk Witch Doctor vibe. Yeah, that's what a lot of us have been saying. All right. Scourge grants 100% of your maximum vigor over 6 seconds. Dreams and Spiritborns are going to become really good pals come October, right? They have a similar vibe. Anti-Venom. This is the passive. You gain 50% increased poison resistance and your maximum poison resistance increased by 5%. That's a little weird to have it in the tree like that, but I mean, I guess... I mean, you're not doing it in the Paragon, you're not doing it on your items. It's just something, if you really had to, for whatever reason, you would do it. I don't see myself usually going that route, but I guess it depends on what does in the Paragons, which I don't know. Your healing is increased by 25%. Whenever you heal, your poison damage is increased by 6% for 3 seconds, up to 30% nourishment. Whenever you heal, your poison damage is increased by 6% for 3 seconds, up to 30%. They really want you to heal yourself while rocking the Centipede stuff. This is Resilient. Casting a Gorilla skill grants 5% increased max in life for 10 seconds. Okay. How much does that stack to? Doesn't say. I guess you spam a lot of Gorilla skills, you get a lot of maximum life. Dominate. Gorilla skills deal 5% increased damage to knock down enemies and have a 5% chance to execute them if they are not a boss. I do like a good execute, but... I don't know, that's something I would really invest in myself. Payback. Smash enemies in front of you, dealing damage. When attacked, you have a chance to reduce payback's active cooldown by 1 second. So you get a lot of payback. Life per hit, but it's temerity ability, something I suppose in that note. I mean, yeah, some people still rock the temerity. Each time an enemy attacks you, the damage they take from payback is increased by 5% for 60 seconds, up to 75% for enhanced payback. And you can payback passively grants you vigor with poise payback when you take damage. Payback is now a core skill and consumes all available vigor to increase its damage by 0.5% for each point spent. Oh, I see them kind of inching towards having more and more of those kind of skills that do that. Got the bone spirit energy. Always takes a lot of thinking to pull that off, but it can be done. Invasive payback. Becoming controlled impaired while payback is on cooldown makes it free to cast and grants you unstoppable for 3 seconds. Can only occur once every 30 seconds. Kind of a get out of jail kind of free card. This is obviously tied to the eagle. That's Razor Wings at first. We got Brilliance. Eagle skills deal 1% increased damage for each 20% movement speed you have. Our Acceleration. Casting an illegal skill grants 5% increased movement speed for 3 seconds. It's going well. How you doing, Ghost? Razor Wings. Whirl out a cluster of razor sharp spirit feathers that rebound back, dealing 68 damage each way. I love that boomerang effect. It kind of does look cool. Razor Wings make enemies vulnerable for 5 seconds when hitting with a critical strike or from behind for enhanced Razor Wings. Evasive Razor Wings. Razor Wings consume 3 charges that send out a spiral 3 wings at once. Are Poised Razor Wings. Razor Wings have a 10% chance to regain a charge when they hit an enemy a second time. Double this chance if you have an active barrier. So the easiest way to get barrier for Spiritborn, of course, you run something to do with the Gorilla. I hadn't really thought about what I would do if Eagle and Gorilla together, per se. I guess that could be something. This is Rushing Claw, Jaguar skill. Slash a short distance through an enemy, striking all enemies along the way twice for a total of 68 total damage. You can pair that with Enhanced Rushing Claw. Enemies hit by Rushing Claw take 10% increased damage from Rushing Claw up to 80%. These are 2 branches. Invasive Rushing Claw. Using Rushing Claw's last charge will instantly refill all charges by consuming 4 stacks of ferocity. That's pretty cool. So you can rush some more if that's what you are doing. You like lightning? You love lightning? Then you love the Eagle. Poised Rushing Claw. When Rushing Claw hits an elite enemy, you gain 25% increased dodge chance for 3 seconds. And here's the passives that kind of inched up towards it. Hitting enemies with Jaguar skills increases the damage they take from you by 0.1% up to 10%. Potent. I guess that would be paired well if you're using the actual primary Jaguar spirit. So even if you're using anything else on the board, it becomes a Jaguar skill. So you'd be getting that extra damage regardless of what you're doing. Furnace. Jaguar skills deal 2% increased critical strike damage per stack of ferocity. Now we get to the Centipede, which we're currently sitting on right at the moment. Robbie died, so we're going to have this class. He is Spiritborn. Touch of Death. Strike an enemy infected, dealing 6 damage. Well, damage doesn't matter, of course. And applying poison damage over 9 seconds. When the infection expires or the host dies, a swarm hatches and seeks enemies for some seconds, dealing damage per hit. That's what we were seeing all of our locusts swarming around, even when it wasn't like manually doing it with Scourge. It's the Touch of Death. You can have up to 3 swarms active at once. I feel like I want more. If I put more points in, would I get more? Here, do this. Doesn't seem like it does from that, but maybe there's a way to get more somehow. Okay, Touch of Death. Touch of Death's infection heals you for 2% of your maximum life per second for a total of 18% maximum life. You heal any remaining when the swarm hatches. Interesting. And currently it's running Invasive Touch of Death. Touch of Death's swarm bursts every second, applying 30% of its base poisoning damage over some seconds to surround the enemies. Or I could instead do Poised Touch of Death. Touch of Death is now a core skill, which costs 70 vigor and has no cooldown. It feels like a really costly core skill if you were doing it, but that's interesting kind of spam. But you still only have 3 as your max swarms, though. How much would I get value? I don't know. This one's currently all maxed out on this branch. Ravenous. Your Centipede skills deal 50% increased damage. Double this bonus versus healthy enemies. I see. And it follows up with Oppressive. Your Centipede skills deal 30% increased damage to crowd control enemies and gain 50% increased crowd control durations. And then these are the ultimates. Of course, the Gorilla is the Protector. The Gorilla Spirit protects an area for 6 seconds, continuously smash and surround enemies for 109 damage, and grant you barrier for 50% of your maximum life every some seconds. I like the smash. It's got Harmonious Protector. The Protector's strike deals 300% increased damage to non-elite enemies and reduces the damage you take from elite enemies by 30% for 6 seconds. That is very protective indeed. Exalted Protector is the third node in this one. The Protector's area persists for an additional 6 seconds. While in the area you are unstoppable. I dig that. Enemies are small missiles inside are slowed by 80%. On to the Seeker. That'll be our Eagle. It's got 3 charges. The Eagle Spirit swoops down and deals 27 damage. After a short delay, it blasts off, dealing 409 damage. So that's very shiny. Harmonious Seeker. The Seeker's first hit knocks enemies down for 4 seconds, and the second hit is a guaranteed critical strike. And then Exalted Seeker. The Seeker constantly makes all nearby enemies vulnerable while active. There's a lot of vuln in that Seeker line. And then there's all of these. Resolution. Casting ultimate skill grants 5% increased damage to elites for 3 seconds. Double this bonus if you are only fighting one enemy. Good if you're dealing with bosses. Spiritual Attunement. Maximum vigor is increased by 10 while you have an ultimate skill equipped. Supremacy. Any of the enemies you kill while an ultimate skill is active grants a stack of supremacy, each increasing your damage by 1% up to 10%. When an ultimate skill ends, you gain 5 stacks of supremacy, but you begin to lose 1 stack every second. Okay. Initiative. Casting an ultimate skill makes you unstoppable for 1 second. It does go up to 3 ranks, so it can be better than 1 second. Sustenance. Hitting enemies with ultimate skills heals you for 2% of your maximum life. Suppose that could be paired with what the centipede is doing over here, right? Yeah, but it still only goes up to 30. I don't know how much you would need to constantly run around with that. Intricacy. Upon casting the ultimate skill, the last potency defense of our focus skill you cast prior becomes free to cast for 1 second. Interesting. That's a very thinking man's kind of combination. Like, you gotta actually know what your rotations are to get benefit, because you're just like spamming things, not knowing what you're doing. You're just, who knows what you're gonna get. And then the last 2 of the ultimates, the hunter, that's the jaguar. Bound across the battlefield with the jaguar spirit, dealing 68 damage upon landing, and then rapidly slashing enemies in the area over 7 strikes. Follows up with Harmonious Hunter. The hunter overfills your ferocity by 4 stacks and causes you to deal 100% increased damage to injured enemies for 8 seconds. And then Exalted Hunter. Killing an enemy with the hunter while the hunter is present has a chance to instantly reset its cooldown and cause your next cast within some amount of seconds to repeat its strikes an additional time up to 4 times. This one, of course, just goes in 1, and then, of course, right now we're running the Devourer. That's our centipede. The centipede's spirit emerges, blasting enemies alive for 191 damage and spinning at others for 54 damage. Lasts some amount of seconds. As it emerges, the Devourer launches 10 toxic globs that apply poisoning damage. And then we've got one of the Devourers active. If a non-boss enemy's remaining life becomes poisoned, they die instantly. Unleash a pestilent storm that deals 40 damage per hit to enemies who pass it through. So we're getting a lot of storms off that one too. Hello, Dark Angel. How are you? Yes, there are a lot of utilities attached to these ultimate skills. And then we got the key passive. Currently defaulted for the centipede to run, of course, Noxious Resonance. Your critical strikes cause enemies to burst 100% of the total poison on them as poison damage to those around them. Natural choice. Let's see what these do. Prodigy's Temple. Every 3rd consecutive cast of the same basic skill increases all skill ranks by 2 for 5 seconds. Every 3rd consecutive cast of the same core potency skill reduces all skills active cooldowns by 10%, increased by 2% for each of their skill ranks. I'm pretty sure that one Jag energy, right? Adaptive Stances. The base spirit of a skill cast grants movement speed for Eagle, damage reduction for Gorilla, attack speed for Jag, Centipede gives you a lifesteal. Interesting. Of course, I don't think we've been playing with that one at all so far yet. Casting skill of a different base spirit swaps to the new bonus. Increases all damage by 30% for 5 seconds. So that one encourages you to alternate between the different spirits to get full bonuses, which is pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Vital Strikes is the last key passive. Your deal 100%, I guess it's supposed to be you deal 100% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. After making an enemy vulnerable, your next direct damage dealt to them heals you for 2% of your maximum life, generates 5 vigor, and removes the vulnerable effect. Interesting, removes the vuln effect. So you're constantly applying vuln, you constantly get these different benefits. Kind of feels like a way you can drop having a generator and that kind of deal. Yes, they are beautiful. There's a lot of beauty in this Spiritborn, both from the way it looks and hopefully the looks of how it plays. The diversity of this class is going to be nuts. Right. That's what I was hoping when they released only one class. If you're going to release only one class, you better hope, because everybody's going to be playing. There's a lot of different build variety to be had, so not everybody's just playing that same one thing. Hopefully there's enough of like even just internal balance in these. That's kind of what we get. We can hope. We can hope. But for me, I don't always go with the one that is absolutely deleting all content, getting the best numbers. I will choose to do something a little swanky if I just aesthetically or stylistically like it. Like it looks cool, or I feel like it plays cool for whatever like weird thing I'm into at the time. I'll do it. I'll do it. And I feel like there'll be a lot of those kind of things for this class I will really enjoy playing, especially when we get our hands on like the in-game capabilities of it, because right now like I don't have all the aspects, I don't have all the uniques, I don't even know the unique lineup, to be honest. Who knows what's out there. Alright, so we got a little hell tie, we can keep playing with our centipede here. Alright, so I'm doing great, Dark Angel. It's good to see all of you again. It's really weird for me to have taken so many days off to be over here, because I have basically never taken this much time off in 2 years. It's been either 7 or 6 nights a week for the 12 plus hours for a very long time. It's been a weird one. It's been a weird one. That's not even, if there's ever a reason for me to touch the grass, it's because Blizzard asked me to come play more D4. There's pretty much no other time I would be very enthusiastic about something like that. No other time at all. Okay, it's terrifying. A whole time harbinger. Get you done. Let's grab these as I do.
Not ready yet.
Not ready yet. Look at that little cat. Even this much removed when I first gave it pets, I'm still a little obsessed. Alright, so let's see the beautiful centipede. We always say that the Inferno snake was the most beautiful skill in the entire game, and everybody like from all walks of this game, people who never even played the game who just come through and like watch, always said that Inferno was amazing. Now that Inferno needs to move over because I feel like pretty much anyone of these spirits that they put in the Spiritborn have its number. The snake is still pretty, don't get me wrong, but these are the shiny new kids in town with that same kind of vibe. Yes, I'm sure you all have missed me. I missed all of you. So let's grab all these. That's a lot of manuals from just like a pack of things I killed. Why can't it always be like that? That's when I don't have to really like focus on what I'm doing. I just hit the locust, one does the rest. It's a pretty good vibe. It is a pretty good vibe. Poison Chain and Shock Lance here for you. Not going for me. Hell gives way to his champion. We kind of upset the masses. Clear that terror. Very nice. Guerrilla Innovation. We'll take this. About to see enough to open up a box. We can see a little rain dance, hoping that we get something that actually goes with this for the fun of it. You want to wear your overnight stream hobie wet? Yes, I have been away. Traveling to do this right here. Alright. Thank you for hanging out with us. Don't read. Later. There's an enchanted. Get that fallen overseer out this way. Alright. Oh, cat is doing a good time there. That wildwood. Oh, it's a lot of cat booty in my chat. I don't know how I feel about it. Frozen, cold enchanted. Executed. Thank you very much. Super honored. It's kind of surreal, actually. Okay. Here's this. Oh, it's AI voice. They have a filler here. Okay, alright, this is fine. Slayer just while right here, mine's the wolf. Wasn't expecting that. I've done this a bit before, I don't think I noticed it. Okay, I'm supposed to be killing. Distracted by our AI friends. Revenant here. Mage. This one we will go. Not bad, a little Revenant activity, just like this. Alright, everyone loves that centipede here for the OP spirit energy. Okay, that is you. Got that blood mage out of the way. Not bad. Okay, good progress here. Yeah, we're not on the red anymore. Interesting. We're trying to help this guy while he's breaking this stuff down. So it's kind of like an escort mission-ish. An assist mission. Blood mages everywhere. I'm slacking on using my centipede. I feel like every time that's off cooldown, I should probably use it. Probably, just a little bit. That plague bear. That's a good size. Oh, there's his voice. That's what you're supposed to sound like. Pretty sure he did last time I heard him. Well, alright, let's go open up some boxes, see if we get anything shiny. I don't mind seeing some more of the uniques. Hear that gifted song, Princess. Go, Locust Swarm, go. Hit my little armor, sure. Actually, this one had a little bit of a... This has a little bit of a dash to the basic, too. I didn't realize it did. Well, I was talking about the Jaguar. I feel like the Jaguar one maybe is a little bit more speedy because of natural attack speed build up, but this has got that potential, too. Did not know you had that now. That's even more reason why the Centipede is probably my favorite. Okay. Let me take a look. Oh, the worm's coming over. I mean, that is actually a good point. Maybe everybody needs a visual overhaul now. But they knocked this one so far out of the park visually, it's gonna make everybody kind of pale in comparison. I don't know if that's good. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. There's a Quilled Eagle. One of these, all of them. Can't compete with our Quilled Eagle spirit. The rogue though, so I actually have fun. This is like the rogue, but cooler. Oh no, don't say that to our rogue enjoyers out there. Okay. Take this one too, but I feel like there'd be a lot of overlap with people who enjoy both Source and Rogue for this class. Really joking, looks like Source is a melee class anyway, right? So those of us who like the Flash, that's why I like Source, and we like this. We like this. Okay, how are we doing? Banks have nice cosmetics to go with, I'm sure. Why do they not have amazing cosmetics? Let's be honest. Always nice cosmetics. I can imagine all the ones they have that for default on these test characters are gonna be like basic for the jungle, I would think. Guess we'll find out. Then it'll be your class, you're thinking? Is it easier on the wrist? I mean, I don't really detect anything that's really super intensive on the wrist. And like this, that has natural cooldowns. I'm not like constantly spamming. Granted, maybe if I play Jaguar, I would feel it. Because it's constantly just things for me to spam. But this one's a little bit more, just kind of rolls in a way that I don't have to constantly be spamming. Although naturally, let's be honest, I will. Maybe a little bit less intensive to some of the other things that I could be doing. Baneful Hearts. I feel like, of course, if I want to like cruise control for cool the end game, the first assessment would be Gorilla. Build the Gorilla. They won't be able to kill you, and them trying to is going to kill them. Will kind of be that energy for that one, I would imagine. Between Source and Rogue is definitely up my. Yeah, that's true. That is actually true for her. Rogue Source energy, definitely Dark Angels vibe. Okay, 58. We take this and take a look over these. Oh, there's more over here. No, cat doesn't want to go all the way down there. I'll do it myself. There you are. Okay, so there are actually like the little dungeons over here that we could do. Oh, we're out here trying to scrounge up all sorts of shiny things. I should pop all of these. Maybe look at them a little bit more close, like eagle efficiency and things like that. Okay, you. Gotta gradually kill some stuff with this away. Don't need you. No, thank you. I'm gonna go look at one of these little dungeons just to say that we came, we saw, we conquered kind of energy, and there was something about these that I don't know if it's gonna be like that way for the future. Is it just that way in the test build? But some parts of it did have a little. Wait, what is this? What is this? Missing rare name. I want to kill the missing rare names. Who's out here? No, they means unite. Oh, monkey together strong. Okay. Go down here. Everyone kind of relates this to the monk and the other Diablos, so I suppose there's that energy. Yeah, there's a gorilla spirit for this class. So it's very much that energy. Could be a maid. That'll be a great class to be the catalyst for brain and armories. Switch build fast. Yeah, true. Alright, here's this. So we're exploring the Iron Cenotaph and slaying Seething Hive Master. What we're gonna notice is it means we can just keep running through. We don't have to kill these. There's other stuff going on in this dungeon. Very optional. If we want it, we can do it. If we don't, we don't. Okay, so here's like this. Got an Animus carrier. It doesn't tell me to hunt Animus. I don't know if I have to hunt Animus, but apparently we're hunting Animus. These missing rare names. So then a you will take these. I would think he would be. Fawn, I think he would be. Who wants that gorilla tankiness? Okay. Pass on the host. What are we doing this way? Alright, don't need you. So I collected animus. I don't know how much animus I have. I don't know if I need animus. I got a horrid pest here. He's got a special title, but I don't think I need to deal with him. Let's one-shot that. I believe I did. So this is the animus urn. So yeah, I assume, I guess I had to do that, but it didn't really tell me. Or is there something else in here? This is, it looks like a reward room. So yeah, I didn't have to do it, but I did. It did not give me a legendary, anything like super great, but I guess that's just a part of how they've designed these. I did notice it, I think, in the other ones I was doing last time I was testing too. This has no events, so we'll keep going. How much distance can your eagle ability cover? You mean like how, which one? This one? That one, okay. You want to see how far that one is. Let's see how far I can stretch it when it comes back up on this one. I'm not actually sure if it's like a dash or like a teleport. It's a good question. Okay, that's fine. Grab the ring. Okay, so it doesn't let me go all the way over there. It's pretty far. It's pretty far. It didn't let me go to the far edge, but close. It did make it close. Yeah. Essentially, it can teleport if it wants to. I don't know if I can actually move like that, like across like a cliff. I haven't tested it for that. And clusters. Team Centipede serve. Bugs are friends too. Bugs are friends too. Okay, I'll take that one. Pop that up and see what we're doing over here. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Here we go. Let's see if I can go down here with this. Teleport, essentially. Well, that's shiny. Good to know. That's a very good question. I'm glad you thought about it because I wasn't actually thinking about it. Now we know. Soar actually lets you soar. The freedom that gives this class is quite something. So the swords can move over on that one too. Of course, 15-second cooldown. Ability skill. I don't know. I think it'd be too hard to get that cooldown down to have a little bit more access. Alright, so there's the boss room. Hello, how you doing? Welcome in. Alright, little seating hive master for me. Just like this. Oh, Robin, he was sitting in big for chucking feet. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I need to get these out of here. Natural motion, we know all about that. Natural, I hear that sound, I think, oh no, they're flies, I gotta kill them. It's like, wait, no, those are mine. This is okay. Spiritborn resolve, armored hide resolve, maximum resolve 6. This is, of course, elemental surge, martial finesse, focus damage, defensive damage, potency damage, mobility damage. Interesting. You can build mobility damage there. Sword damage, razor wings, brilliance, acceleration. Rock Splitter, Crushing Hand, Concussive Stop, Armored High. That's Gorilla Innovation. Okay, let's see if any of these aspects are something new for the Spiritborn. Nope. 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 And no to you. Circle of Wild Claws. Rake manifests a Spirit Jaguar, which also casts Rake at a random enemy. That's one of the ones that they gave us as a default that we can play with. The Jaguar, which we did earlier. Okay, so once I tell me I'm masterworking, I don't think I need that right this second. Let's head back to Upper Kilras now that we finished that one. You're thinking Gorilla Jaguar. Interesting, interesting. So you got for the little bit of that attack speed with the defensiveness of the Gorilla. Kind of thinking how that would play out. Interesting. Okay, so let me see what other temporary type things we have sitting around. And look at mystical augments is the only one we have currently. I feel like we're missing a lot in that case then. And we have the eagle and the gorilla here. Sword damage, razor rings, charges, brilliance, acceleration. Sure. Any fancy resource? Eagle efficiency. I wonder if the other ones have anything too, or is it just eagle right now? Thunder spike resource, the seeker focus. I would imagine they all got something in the resource then. Which is interesting and very good to know, because it did feel like a lot of them needed something like this so we could have a little bit more spam ability, a little bit more constant action. Gorilla Innovation is the only one of these I have so far, but yeah, there's a lot we are missing to play with for these. Okay, let's go back out into the Hell Tide, or do we want to do one of those other dungeons? Could go mess with that one since we haven't done it. Back down below. Yeah, I would combine a lot more if I had more points. Like I can rip some out and like move it around, but at 30, well, it's like that extra 20. I feel like a lot of like the passives and things I really, really would like to see a little trickier to get fully open. Okay, that malice out. Just like this. Just killing things a lot of ways I can't resist. I was like, wait, you don't get to kill things here. But do I? I need to kill things everywhere. This is my nature. Here to slay. I wish all day. I wish. Okay, let's go back down below. And we'll go check out this one that it wants me to do. See what this dungeon is after for me. It looks like I cast out that twice, but it has one off the dismount, one on my bar. Alright. Trusted Lauder. Hey there, Mabel. I see you lurking there. Yeah, technically I'm on YouTube as well, which usually is not something I do. But since obviously the connection here is fine, we're doing it. I go back home. We can't promise I'm going to keep doing that. I would love to. We'll see what happens. Hey there, how you doing, Anthony? You gotta stay away from Centipede? Well, there's more Centipede for the rest of it. I feel like Centipede's gonna be pretty popular. Don't blame somebody for just, you know, having their own flavor. That flash, though, that flash looks overpowered. I feel like some of the things are scaling a little bit inaccurately with the Centipede. Like, it might not be quite like this. And usually I feel like just naturally poison does end up falling off. It's actually like heavily built into it, and then even then. So I wouldn't be surprised. Right now it's cruise control for leveling. I'd say A+. In game, of course, it all remains to be seen. Okay, so I can interact with these. I don't have to, but I feel like this is another part of whatever is in that treasure room. They got treasure rooms in here, so I'm just checking it out. Stores here is current game right now are different. Let's see if they have anything in the store. I don't think they have a store currently, is my guess. Yeah, there's no store currently. So we can't check out and hope for any sneak peeks in that regard. There's nothing. Glad you think so. Anyway, see, I think it's awesome too. Shadow Enchanted. Here's a Vampiric. Got that rolling for me. Very good. None of this. So can I open this door? Looks like not yet. I would imagine I'm missing one of those interacts somewhere down here. Let's just take a look. Wants me to climb up this way. Can't see the top, can I? Or can I? Oh, just let me do it that way. Maybe it could if I picked a better angle. I was a little bit too much to the wall. Alright. We are taking a look at what's going on down here. Yes, 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 my friend. even testing these, like I'm still talking to those NPCs like that. I have a lot of respect for the NPCs. All the respect. Am I supposed to stay with you? Is that a different voice? I appreciate different voice lines. Like I should check variety. Variety good. We like variety. I feel is more like especially the mobility. Yeah, if I had a hard on to be gripped by the dot barber passive it has. Will we creeping death on this? Can I finally have my creeping death moment again? I would have played that at heart way more if it wasn't for the barber existing from back in the day. What kind of enemies are these? Very scrawny. Now I'm just like spamming that sword everywhere. Yes, we like this. Light enchanted multi-shot occupied. Those are done. Kinda. It's a card wheel, so a little bit more tanky, but you know, it is what it is. Up. Let's go climbing. Variety spice of life sanctuary, they say. I hope they say that. I'm all about it. I want build variety. That build diversity is what's up. Okay, so here's the boss room. I feel like I was missing something. Like there wasn't any like extra reward room, but yeah. See, I didn't open up that. I don't know. Maybe I missed something over here to do it. Not that worried about it. It does look like all these dungeons, if this is what the style they're going for, have like the optional get extra rewards if you do an objective, but you don't have to. So maybe like every dungeon, if this is what they're sticking with, is easier to glyph in the future. Just run through if you want to and don't mess with this stuff unless you're into that sort of deal. Understandable. Enemies look so nice. Saw them grow from normal size to big. That was cool. Yeah. Oh, there's one of our fellow streamers. Somebody's rocking the eagle. Okay. What do we want now? I want to go mess with the Vile Hive, I suppose. It's our favor. Not that we're really worried about that right now. This is drawing more attention to me. So, for me, this is Jaguar Augments. Thrash damage chance for Rake to actually... Another Rake hit. Nice. The Hunter damage to primary Jaguar Spirit Hollow potency. Well, there's definitely stuff going on there. Jaguar Augments sound pretty interesting. Like, how do you choose? How do you choose? Well, you let the Temper decide what it bricks for you, I suppose. Need more time. This is why I usually turn that off. I technically could in this, but I didn't. Since we like to hear the voices for the first time, right? Even if it is for him, because continuously tell us that he needs more time. And again, I really like the look of the jungle. Very lush. I'm sure we'll spend a lot of time here. Very curious about the next in-game content that comes with the expansion. Very curious, but of course, we don't get to see that today. Our answers don't come for some time. Alright, later Crypsis, thank you for stopping by for the rare daytime stream. Okay, Vile Hive. Well, sounds like my kind of place. The Vile Bug Hive. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Here I go again. The Vile Hive to slay Agony. We're gonna slay Agony itself. Now this looks like a proper hive. The other places that have that kind of... They're supposed to be a hive kind of energy look nothing like this. Very good. Let's get our Abomination. These are fine for now. I don't need to mess with that. Wait, I'm kind of curious. Like, those eggs, yeah. They don't really do anything, but that's a little horrific. That's a lot. That's a lot. You hear the buzzing. I appreciate that ambient noise. Okay. Okay. Anthill. Where they have giant... Oh, there's the anthill. Where are our giant ants? Okay, Hellbound. Shadow here. Get that one done. Okay. This is like super gross. It's got maggots too everywhere. They're actually in the walls now. Yeah, see, this has like a much more immersive vibe for a bug hive. Way more character. Trying to teleport frozen. Carcer. How does a holy word based on Western Christian mythology? Spiritborn is like a native tribal version of that. Way off base with that assertion. I mean, it's not completely inaccurate. I guess you want to take it that way, but of course, some people want the holy class. They want that's a more traditional Western Christian one. My swarm. When you're talking like the mechanical way of this place, it definitely is more like the monk kind of vibes. Of course, I'm saying that as someone who never really played monk, but you know, from what I know, if you want to compare it to like old classes, but it's definitely its own thing here. Let's get abominations. Got a flesh curator here. The swarms just go and go and go. Okay, so there's a door here. I don't think I had the means to open it according to what that map is telling me, and I'm not sure what I had to do that. Okay, this way, treads, we don't need you. Got a little natural resistance. Knock, let me in. I can see enemies in there, but I can't get to them. There is some sort of objective this way. Hidden treasure. Let's go play the hidden treasure. I don't know if there's anything for me to hit over there. Just the sin of the centipede ahead. He does follow me. So that's kind of cool. Or whatever his duration is. I'm pretty sure he does, doesn't he? Yeah, there he goes. I can see him do it. It's like, wait, am I just seeing things? No, he does. He does. Okay, so then that one's open over to the side. Interesting design. Definitely hits a little different. Interesting the class to do others too. That would be cool to see. True. I wish there was maybe a little bit more effects that did carry over to other people, because they, you know, they'd be more my style. That's the only thing it's really missing. Didn't see anything about any of it affecting other players directly. Unless maybe there's some sort of aspect or something out there floating around I don't know about. Propagator. Pass the host action. Alright. Slide on down, see how this does for me. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's got a little protection. This is Curse. First shrine I've seen in this. And who are they sending towards me? I see spiders. Go figure. And werewolves here. Can't go down there. Probably would not be a safe idea anyway. No, we don't. Well, technically we do, because look at that clock. Only so much left. Werewolves, those are done for. And a werewolf out here for me. Uh-huh. Not bad. There doesn't seem to be an obvious in-game meta choice as good as It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell at level 30, right? But you would hope they'd all have their time to shine in game in that first season of the expansion. Werewolf here. Dun 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 dun. Okay, yeah, man. This is like when we instantly get this level. When we level here in this channel, probably many others. Angel's Breath, good times. Alright, still exploring. Haven't found what we need yet. Well, what's going on here? See those worms. Or is that a centipede? I guess it's a centipede. Enemy centipede, or just like kind of ambient centipede. It was interesting nonetheless. Yeah, there's another one over here. That is something. That's not more like the saddle bug, like the roly polies. Okay, monkey, I know I appeal to the fantasy. Ooga booga. Ooh, all those things. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. I'll zip down here, I'll pass on here. And the Resplendent is cursed. Oh, another round of killing something, so they're gonna toss you undead? Undead. Oh, these buggy things hanging out here. Uh-huh. Looks like the bug dude riding about another bug dude. Disguised as a bug dude. Okay. Still a superior poison here, clearly. Give me whatever's in the box. I haven't seen a single unique drop since we've been here. Like the hour 45. Okay, Banshees. That's you here. Shadow Enchanted. Cold Enchanted. Good with this one. Ooga booga. Not too bad at all. Indeed we do. Hit this one. Use your basic fool. There you go. Alright, so here's that. Got a little pole arm action, which clearly we can use. Let's take a look. This one we don't need. Spiritborn Endurance, you get the Protector Barrier Generation, Crushing Hand because of Stop, Auspicious. Gorilla Shaped Plate Armor next. Intercom, where are my Spiritborn legendary aspects? Causing focus skill recalls nearby spirit feathers which deal lightning damage to enemies along the way. If there are no nearby spirit feathers, the cast instead spawns 10 randomly out. That's pretty cool. I like that. Cast and that's out again. Recalling feathers. We need more. All the feathers. So I guess there's another way where you generate more feathers. I feel like just the base way they had it, it was not enough feathers yet. So if it had more, I think I would like Eagle more than I currently do. Let the monkey follow us around. Just let it kill everybody. Okay. Put that one in. Poison Enchanted Explosive Suppressor, Chilling Wind. Cooked Glaive, no thanks. What's going on here? Oh, this guy inside. Our AI friend. I can't even like register what he says because it's so silly. Look at that beautiful soaring into the same spot I was already standing. That did not happen. Although I'm probably spamming and doing it plenty. Okay, that's done. Here on that left, we don't need you. Right over this way. Right, grapnel. I said anything more? It's too much. It's so awesome. Yes. Look at it. Look at it. That locust swarm just go and go. I'm just kind of like standing around here and just still just doing the work for me. It's almost like having a minion build, but not having a minion build. Kinda, a little bit. I wonder if there's any extra benefits for like having, if I got those locust swarms out, there's something else out there that gives me a little bonus or something for them being there. I don't have anything like that currently, but no, I don't know if it exists, so it could be a thing. I do have some staying power, just jumping from target to target. It doesn't. Oh no. There's the voice that should be on him. Okay, ring here. The ring has a new one. Rake manifests a spirit jagger, which also casts a rake at an enemy. I dig that. I dig that. So I could. I'm not really running. Not running a focus skill, am I? Oh, that actually is a focus skill. I can switch this out. I actually found an upgrade. I don't think I have a lot of aspects that I could throw on currently to try and flesh out what we're doing a bit more. What would I do though on this? I guess anything that gives me more damage. The natural choice. Alright, later dark. Dun, 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 dun. Flesh cultivators. I know, we got 2 months of season 5 to go through. We haven't even get to season 5 before we get to 6 and this expansion. Don't break my heart like that anyway, so don't remind me. It's gonna be a long wait after getting to play it. Oh, got a obligatory look at the maggots. Marvel at that detail. I feel like the new dungeons are built so much better in that regard. There's a lot more character here. A lot of people complain like, oh, the same tiles. A lot of these same tiles. Boring. Copy paste. Like, these are not copy pasted. No way. Now look at all our spirit feathers around. Interesting. Is it supposed to be like a... What's going on here? It's agony. Okay, so this is casting a focus skill recalls nearby spirit feathers which deal lightning damage to enemies along their way. There are no nearby spirit feathers that cast instead spawns 10 randomly around you. So I get these, but they're not doing what I think they should be doing. They look cool though. Alright, let's go back out of here. The possible get the basic attack of Jaguar, the second skill damage of Gorilla, third one of Eagle, and the ultimate of Centipede. Yes, you can mix and match them if you really want to. And you could influence them to be the other kind of spirits through the hall. So right here, whatever one you pick at the top is all skills are now also centipede skills. So if you really wanted to, technically, yes, you could, and have that influence over them. I don't know how that would play out, depending on what it is, but it can be done. So even this is getting centipede value. It even comes up on the tags. You can see it clearly there. Up top is centipede. There is a key passive that even if you do that, it does not give it that effect, but everything else, it does count as a centipede here. This one, the adapted stance is casting a skill of, the base spirit of a skill cast grants those bonuses. I think everything else across the skill tree, it would still influence. Yeah, the art department here is absolutely mind-blowing, the amount of talent in that. Okay, so Eagle augments, Thunder Spike, Quill Volley, projectiles to cast twice, Seeker damage, Primary Eagle Spirit, Call potency. Quill Volley projectiles to cast twice. I mean, in theory, it'd be pretty neat to have like an excessive amount of those quills just always flying around. I don't know what it would take, but it does seem like it's baked in that it could happen. Let's make sure we're salvaging, although of course we're not really, can't get too invested in everything we've got here. Look at these actually upgrades. Grants, of course, we're locked into what we're doing. Dexterity, keep that alive. We don't need to go too hard into this. I might just throw some aspects on the principle. Actually, no, we want to throw that in here. Yes, why not? Placeholders I don't need to deal with. Tempering, I don't need you. We wanted the occultist. Do we have an occultist up here? I can mess up? Yes. Slap some things on. Now I got some stuff. Just to say that I did it. Alright, so was there anything like special that was new that we wanted here? I don't know. Got a lot of stuff going on. Actually, it looks like we got these unlocked too, don't we? Okay, that's the juggernauts here. I've seen those. Some utility things going on. Apprehension. So if it's slowed by at least 80%, they become feared. That does go with our centipede. Back over here now. Dun, 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 dun. Slice steps. I've lost you. I don't know if you have some equipment defensive. Subterfuge or macabre skill before receiving damage. Nope. Utilities down below this way. Okay, there's Zozo. Apprehension, which enemy is slowed by at least 80%. We already put that one in. That's what audacity. You know what that does. Binding Morass. Dealing indirect damage to an enemy progressively slows them by 5% for 20 seconds. I guess that kind of goes with the slow that I was doing, right? Go over here. Right down below. Audacity, Binding Morass, because of strikes, frosty strides, reactive armor. Gain 10% block chance, blocking attack from close enemy has a 30% chance to cast a free concussive. Nope. Soil power. Look here, the 25% chance to create a Mystic Circle for 10 seconds. Casting a Centipede skill in Mystic Circles empowers them to periodically apply 21 poison damage over 6 seconds to enemies within while extending any crowd control affecting them. Aspect of Turbulence. Sword casts Vortex as land indication and deals increased damage. Duelist. Okay, looting aspect. Injured while crowd controlled. Grants you unstoppable. Sure, we know exploited. All these we have done, of course, before. Scourge continuously affects enemies around you for 3 seconds, up to 6 seconds. I don't have Scourge currently on the bar. It's a thing. Again, Thorns while channeling is the one they added for the upcoming season, right? Wild Bolt's not the one that pulls. That's the one that pulls. Forest power. We saw that one. Casting Gorilla skill in Mystic Circles empowers them to periodically grant you a barrier. More barriers. All the barriers. I see. Aspect of Turbulence, indeed. Block chance for Resolve stack. I'll say non-basic ability skill. Yeah. Spiritborn things. Grant Resolve from ability. Hey, welcome Iterators. I'm Fame. Currently, of course, doing a little bit of the Spiritborn testing thing. Welcome everybody. And how was the stream? And a Keg Live. It's good to see you. Okay. Playing with a little bit of Centipede and messing around with aspect type things right now. Casting Rushing Claw extends the duration of your active incarnate skill. Affects by 0.5 seconds. See the ones that have like the Centipede actually baked in, like right now, aspect soul power, I guess. Casting Centipede skill and Mystic Circles empowers them to periodically apply poison damage. Additionally, sure. So they got a lot of Mystic Circle value going on. I don't know how many of those I'm really generating. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll need something else. What do we got? Okay, block chances, even if I'm not running, our handy dandy gorilla. Chance to cast a free concussive stomp. It casts a concussive stomp even if it's not on the bar. It's kind of neat. Sword cast vortex. I mean, I'm running Soar, so I suppose I can throw that in there. Amulet can access all of the things. If I type that in, it's just going to be the ones that are Spiritborn. I suppose it would. Forest power. I didn't actually look into these too much. Definitely should have looked into them earlier. Payback now echoes forward. No. Expensive skill. You cast increases all your damage by 10% for 10 seconds. Pretty nice. Sure. Okay. That's what a plane's power. 30% chance to get a phone ferocity, redirected force, can increase critical strike damage equal to 50% of up to 190% of your block chance. Blocking doubles this bonus for 10 seconds. That's pretty nice for the gorilla. It's a simple reprisal. When you cast the third attack of your basic skills, you have a chance to unleash a payback. There's another gorilla thing. A lot of these are gorilla energy in here. Casting gorilla skill adds 20% of your armor to all attacks for 3 seconds. Interesting thing to stack there. Can work with it. Magnanimous is Spirit Jaguar. We did see that already built in on the Jaguar build. Doctor block an attack. You trigger 200% Thorns attack against the attacker. Another thing to stack on that gorilla. Cast an incarnate skill. Enemies around you become vulnerable. Nope. Kill volleys. Not seeing like a ton that I like for the centipede. Ravager no longer has a duration. Instead, drains 25 vigor every second. When you do not have enough vigor, then Ravager ends. Interesting. See anything for the stinger here? Aspect of pestilence we already have, of course, running. Anything else for actually it influences the actual devourer? I don't think so. No, it does not. Toxic skin. Nothing for you. This is the amulet I'm on, right? Yeah, so it should show me the one I need. Touch of death. Any touch of death aspects. Here's a touch, of course. Creeping death. I think we could do that, yeah, but only at 5%. There's only so much I can see. Only so much. Satial aspects. Kills extend the duration of your active touch of death swarms by 0.5 seconds. When a swarm is replaced early, it bursts for up to 2% of the damage it would have done. Extends the duration of your active touch of death swarms. That's cool. I like that. Timbers available, yes, but I have to loot them. This one, it does seem to have like the base level unlocked aspects to mess with, but it does not have all the tempers there to mess with that one. New meta makes it this would be. True. Alright. Leave those follows, by the way, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate it. I guess I'll throw this in here. I'm not really doing like absolute purpose currently. We do have some stuff going on there. At least we can say that we threw in some centipede stuff here. All right. And this one, we're going to salvage all these items that are left. Got some time here to run around maybe a little bit more. See how much we've extended those swarms. Granted, not a ton. If I had those tempers unlocked, I would show you, but I don't have that many, so... Fortunately, that part we don't get to go too deep into. Up we go. Yes, I am in a different room. I think there may be 2 of us in the same room together, but mostly separated. Okay. Well, these that are Hilltide. So now I'll try the touch of death and see. These will actually last a little longer. Can we actually notice? How much longer was it? It was only just like, oh, I did a duplicate. Whoops. Whoopsies. Don't think it was super long. 0.5 seconds. Kills extend the duration of your active touch of death swarms by 0.5 seconds when the swarm is replaced early at burst for 2% of the damage it would have done. I see. Oh, I see. Okay, so that Helltide is, of course, now done. There's still stuff to mess with here. 0.5 seconds. Is that really something noticeable? I see there's a mystic circle involved in that. You're supposed to hit your spirits in that, and it should empower it more. Circles everywhere. Let's see, done. So I have this. I'm not actually sure how that's supposed to work or if it's working. It's all around me, but I don't have anywhere to expel them. Let's see if he looks like a good boy. They're all good boys, Fawn. Our girls, I don't know. Need more time. Okay. Let's see how that is doing. Rip things through and through. There's that strangler. Give me multi-kill. Fine there. Up top again. Not ready. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work for the soar feathers. Destiny focus skill recalls nearby spirit feathers. I'm not generating lots of the spirit feathers because I'm not doing a lot of evil. That's one thing. But then there's no nearby spirit feathers that cast instead spawns 10. But then I don't have the means to, I guess, expel them about the follow-up. Something about that's not right. Just picked up that random ring anyway. What is going on over here? I do not know. It looks like something. Are they saving people? I suppose that's... No, they're up to no good. That's my guess. That's one of those things where I'll have to find out another time. Can't wait for bear wolf mounts. Do you think they're gonna do that? I don't know about this, but you never know. They just seem like classic choices, right? Got a horse and a cat. Can always hope for more. I'm trying to see what a circle. There's a circle. Quarterstaff. What's a quarterstaff got for me? This is an elements. Currently, of course, we're running our pestilence on here. Stinger spots a pestilence storm at its location. It deals the base stinger's base damage per hit. Pestilence storms now last 100% longer and spiral outwards. I don't have those ranges open from the options. I do believe I technically could turn them on, but not that worried about it right now. Circle. Definitely underutilizing on the 6 circles. I completely understand. Their full advantages. I know if I summon the centipede in it currently because the aspect I have, it does give it more poison. Don't tell me that. There you go. Not bad. Compligators. Sure. Actually, difficult future classes computers here, but honestly, good stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the deal. New is shiny, always outshining. That's just how it goes. Future classes, I'm sure they'll find a way. I'm sure they'll find a way. You know, like from chats and everywhere else across the land, what people often want. But who knows what we'll get. Okay, this is the other stronghold. We did this earlier in the stream, but no, it's not on this character. Or now when you have transitions in these places, it does have a little bit of that lag while it's loading, but surely won't always be that way. Oops, this is closed off. I gotta go around the other side. Can't go that way. That's why it was blocking me. Not supposed to be able to. I know. Waiting until October is going to be hard. Super hard to do. It looked like there was a little aura around my cat, but it was that beetle. What is this? Classic, what is this? Soulborn. Spiritborn. Spiritborn. Guys, do that too. Dun, 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 dun. Sacrificers. Harvesters. I don't really kill you. We need to get the cauldrons out here. There you are, cauldron friends. I'll generate all these, but I can't actually expel them at this time. Alright. Yeah, well, want more of the classic ones? Same. A little bit. I would say, like, I don't necessarily, of course, I don't want to say that I need a paladin. I don't necessarily need a paladin, but a holy class at some point wouldn't be terrible. In a more, like, traditional sense, of course. Okay, sacrificers. What are you doing here? Grafters out that way, looking for the ones on the sides. I've done this a few times now, and I still always get distracted by all the little ads. It's like, no, you don't need those, you need this. There you go, Collar Keeper. Alright, there you are. That one's in. Move along to this. Got that brewing cauldron. Good enough. We'll move on over to this. I got these guys. You stop. No, you. Okay, so here's this. Now it looks like... What is this? It's like overlapping. It almost looks like crackly energy. But I think it's just some of those feathers have like piled up. So in theory, if I do this and I actually have the means to make them do what they're supposed to do, I guess that would be interesting. Okay, who are we looking for? What are we doing? We got more cauldrons over this way. I forget how big the stronghold is. Keep looking at it like, oh, that's just Hell Tides. Like, no, that's the whole stronghold over here. More of roguelike. It does have some rogue energy, yes. A little bit. It's got that mobility. People have been likening it to the monk in other Diablos. Yeah, I don't have any plate mail cast. Yeah, that's true. Yes, the big update for this class and the rest of the expansion, of course, is October. So we have one more season, season 5, to go through, and in season 6 will be when we can play this one and see the jungle proper. Got me done. Got a little plague bear out here. The rest of maggot mounds. Alright, okay. And then we're gonna go to you. Just like that. That's our third cauldron, right? We need more. That's not what here. Just feel that extra power you put in those aspects. Got one dead aspect and all these feathers that aren't doing everything they could be doing. I probably could change the spirits in the spirit hall. Might be where it is, but then I'd have to sacrifice my thing I'm doing with the centipedes, and I really don't want that. I want to be able to fear things with extra slow. Poison enchanted. Those are done. Couple enchanted out this way. Okay. Juiced fanatic. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta break you down. Just like this. Good. Okay. So now we got one over here. The last of our cauldrons. We shall see. Just like that. Can't go up there yet. Gotta go around. Yep, gotta go around. We can do this. such a weird aspect to have, but I don't think I can do anything with it. I just like not over it. It's like I don't think there's ever any like, as obvious moments in the game where you have something like that. It just keeps reminding you by having things on the ground. Like, look, you can't do anything with this. Like, oh, okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Found Briar. Okay. Supposed to break all these so I can get to the cauldron. Yes, indeed. That's another one here. And we'll go back down below. Okay, that's that. And then there's you. Centipede basically knew I was up more than I did. Now I gotta go back around to these. Alright. How are we doing this? Don't want you right here. Let's see about as far as the source of the dregs. There it is. There's our boy Darmagal. We saw him earlier today. Kill him with the centipede deal now. Heal here. Play Warden. Okay. A little chest armor for me. Alright, we're gonna break these. Yes, yeah, destroy the follow blooms. Perhaps. I suppose it is that way. It always sounds familiar. A little bit, for some reason. Okay. We're looking for Cinerat. I was out here spamming my evades. Hey, you, buddy. He's very dramatic, as they should be. Or they're very dramatic there, too. Let's get Cinerat out of here. And then Stir, the brother of Bile. There we go. Alright, so there's this. If I remember correctly, it doesn't have a waypoint. It doesn't really have any like super fancy neutral zone any for this, but that's okay. It'll be fine. So, how are we looking? How are we doing? Got a little objective out here to mess with. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Yeah, I really like the new area. I feel like there's a lot more character to the terrain. There's a lot less of the like repetitiveness that we might feel in some of like the older zones. Everyone's always complaining about. Even actually somebody came through beginning of stream and was say that. It's like, no, these are definitely not those old assets. These are new zones. And they got a lot of extra details going on with them. And I really like that Vile Hive we were in earlier. Like that one hit different. Like they actually, Alright, I'm too poor for that. But that one had like all the maggots on the walls and the eggs, and it actually looked like a proper hive. It made your skin crawl, as it should. Poison spheres are called globs. You just determined that that's the case? Messing with the globs, are we? Hey, there's a Helltide Harbinger. Glob Stomper build away. Oh no. My glob build. You can't open that. You've hardly farmed anything. Keep going. Got anything nice from these though? Dealing direct damage to enemy progressively slows them. I mean, yeah, that's what we're already wearing, but this one's obviously a better deal, so I guess I'll switch. I suppose. Obviously, we're a Dex class. Got no jewels on the new one. I suppose we'll live. Okay, that's also the wizard has competition for bottom tier. This one gets a lot of its power from having the spirit hall. So you can choose to do that, and everything builds on top of each other. The weapon slots alone do not determine the power of a class. It's just because the barbarian has so many like the aspects, it feels like it is all it matters, but it really isn't. Okay, there you go. This one too. We haven't seen the paragons yet either, so that has to hopefully be built pretty well. To all lead into a good endgame class. Can I male people with this? Yes, yes. Even the default characters, some of them are male, some of them are female, that for the builds that they've given us to test here and mess around with. Okay. Pop that too. There you are, a fiery fallen shaman. Yay indeed, yay indeed. Okay. This one wants me to slay all enemies and caverns with silent cries. I don't you know what these guys are called. Okay, done with that. Don't need you. There's more over here on the other side. There's one on the top right outside the contribution. Its main tower is already super strong. Yeah. I use the glazed quarterstaff, and I think that's called polearm drop early. Boom. There you go. We got the grapnels. Flesh cultivator. Welcome home. Yes, the reveal is very good. It did go through quite a bit of what's going on in the class. Of course, completely devoted to reviewing the Spiritborn. There's a lot there to check out. Checking out that locust one. They're definitely lasting a little longer, but it's not like super easy to tell. I feel like I need to change the rig just so it'll stop dropping those feathers. So, casting an eagle's kill grants 2 storm feathers up to a max of 8 when you evade. Yeah. See, I don't use this. Those don't do anything. Is that what I'm saying? Is that what it's telling me? I don't know. It's like I don't seem like I can. Oh yeah, I'm collecting it. Am I? No. I don't know if it's working right. Like even when I switch the eagle, it's not really doing anything for me. Do I have to do anything else for people? Yeah, it says when I evade. All storm feathers are fire, but it's not collecting it for me. I don't know. Maybe that one's just not working. It's not just me not knowing what I'm doing. Thank you, thank you. It's so pretty. Even if I can't use those feathers the way I want to. Too bad. Alright, there's another glaive and a ring. Let's see what these gave me. Is this a ring actually? So enemies who move while poisoned by you additionally take 170% your thorns damage per second. Interesting. I guess that would be put. If you wanted to do centipede and gorilla energy, those would go together quite well. Got elixir, sure. I mean, not I'm gonna get to keep it. I might as well just burn them. Don't need that. It's bolt damage. I got some bolt damage. Actually, how am I applying bolt in this character? I don't know if I have a lot of that right now. Dun, 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 dun. Make you heavy. Okay, don't need you. Let's do this. Pop on this as I do. Don't need to deal with that one. We got another box we can open for science. For science. How about here for you? Force of Hell, grow angry. Got that going for me. All right. Nothing super exciting from that one. This is that spirit feathered business again, right? Right. Wait. Lightning damage enemies along their way. Yeah. Can't make them do the thing. Claire pretty hung up on that. It's like, I wanted a way to get more feathers, but the way to get more feathers looks like it's not working. Try to grab that gallow vine. Because I can, I guess, and I don't really need it right now. Look at those swarms go and go and go. Pretty nice. Really like that sustained AoE feeling. I like how the same way I like a lot of the fire damage over time stuff. Got that there. But with poison. Imperial Waller. Poison enchanted. Okay, I got you over here. Nagari shadow things. Cool. Yeah, I know. A lot of us here are suckers for some good AoE. Absolutely love it. We love it. Can never have enough. I only have one heart, so that's not going off anytime soon. Okay, so I got this. Helltide Prophet. How are we doing? Not bad, not bad. Good enough. Okay, let it fly. All the flies, all the time. Alright. What's up? What I do and how does it do? It does. It does. All the things. All the things. How you doing? There's cinders and see how we're doing on the other side. Alright. Fire. Well, that's a jaguar. I'm not really playing a jaguar, but there's a bit of fire energy too. Yeah. I'll be like super literal. Thank you, Zoso. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Good deal, good deal. Over here. Play there some shock lances. Got that going for me. Let me grab this one. I am currently at the Xbox studio in Bellevue. Where do we believe it is? Okay, so this time, how are we doing? Near Seattle. Yes. Get that done. Crusher. Not too shabby at all. Okay, I got another box just for science. I haven't seen a single unique drop wandering around here today. I did see 2 yesterday while I was testing, but they're 2 of the same thing. Maybe 3. It's been all gorilla energy, the ones I've seen. Looking for something else shiny just to check it out, but so far, no such luck. Now, what are we doing this way? I want more to kill. Keep hearing those flies behind me. Those are mine. They're still going off even when I'm not really doing anything. Good times. Nice. That's done. That's the succubus. Okay. Pop right in there. That poison definitely just mows everything down at this level. I always wonder, what does it do later? What is it capable of? Because you can't see that same kind of like full health drain or close. It doesn't hit the same at endgame, does it? I just love to watch them go. Oh, Centipede's definitely my favorite right now. Probably could throw the Centipede and the Jaguar stuff together, but we definitely have to take some figuring. That vortex is super useful though. It'd be a shame to lose it. The soar is also teleport energy through and through. I like that too. hard to choose. Like, all of them have really good points. Guess it would also depend on what content you're looking to be doing. Like for farming, Centipede's rocket, I can't complain. Got dismount into the actual sword is pretty cool. Very good. Nice. Here, because I'm supposed to do this. Let's do that. Where did I put that particular here? 25% chance to create a Mystic Circle for 10 seconds. Casting Centipede's skill in Mystic Circles empowers them to periodically apply more poison damage to enemies within the while extending any crowd controls affecting them. Playing that Mystic Circle. I do believe I saw tempers also for, was it making it larger? Something like that. I don't know if that'd be really useful or not, but you could, if that's your thing. AI event again. Woo! Let's kill stuff. So, that's you. A little bit of all of these. That one there. Dread Knight, I think, are here. Let's go Centipede Energy. Got your red through and through. There is you, Teleporter. Got a Dread Knight. Dread Knight there as well. Hit me with those locusts. Or I'll hit them with them even more than me. And my little withering fist through and through. Shadow Enchanted time. Clear that one there. Still got, we're still a little bit behind schedule. Not killing enough things fast enough. I feel like it's more like not spawning enough things fast enough. It's not my fault, it's theirs. There we go. That was a big jump. Trying to get the animated Wolfram. I'm trying to kill the things that he's freeing, so this one is the only thing that counts. These are just things to kill to maintain our entertainment. We really can't help him with that. Seems kind of odd. So I feel like I'm the heavy hitter here, but regardless of what he looks like and what he's up to, I'm sure I could just do something to break that up for myself. Alright, that is that. It looks so fluid when you get a chance. Can I see him in game? What are you looking for again? Pop that too. Alright. What are we looking for, Ghost? Okay, that's fine. What are we doing on the other side? A little Gallivine. I don't need this, but my brain says I need it. I'm a creature of habits, and the habit is I must collect all plants because you never know how much incense you're gonna need. The Hell Growth, Frenzied. Let's go see a Hellborn. No legendary or anything super exciting from that one. That seems wrong, but we are, of course, level 30 in World Tier 2, so that's kind of how that's going for me. Give us uniques. Give us death. Play Great Poison Enchanted is done. Keep that together. Here's more. Oh, wait, there's more. I can try the Scourge ability that gives me more Swarm. Just manually off of, I believe it's defensive, right? Down below, it was actually right here. Scourge, call forth waves of insects that bites enemies' fury and slowing them for 5 seconds and applying poisoning damage. Like what that is, I don't know where I get those points from unless I'm gonna get rid of stuff like this. I really don't want to. Level 30 is quite a restriction. I feel like I have plenty of locust swarms anyway, so I guess it's alright. But it is a thing. What else does it do? What am I missing out on not taking it? Each time you hit an enemy with Scourge, you gain 1% increased crowd damage to crowd control enemies. Okay, I get that. Hitting enemy affected by Scourge is up to 50% chance to lifesteal, so there's more lifesteal to be had there. Casting Scourge grants 100% of your maximum vigor over 6 seconds. That's also a good vigor return. If I needed more of that, I would getting more access to my other core skill, so we could do more Stinger. Of course, we're doing fine. Hard to gauge. Hard to gauge. There you go. 53. Zip right through this. That Mystic Circle is not coming up as much as I would really like it to, because of course Lucky Hit things. I didn't really see a lot of means of increasing Lucky Hit unless just doing it through our items on this character. So we want a lot of those shenanigans. It is a bit out of our way to have to do it. Hey, they just don't want us to have a lot of mystical circles. I'm gonna see his armor. Okay. Talk about like the cosmetic of it. Alright. Poison enchanted. Get that manual of worldly fortune, but we know what that does. We see it all the time in live. Pop that, do a little centipede. We're 83. Almost another opportunity to try and do a little unique dance. I gotta take your money, Blizzard. Yeah, this is the one that they gave the centipede look. Technically, there are others. They gave in the preview for the other skill builds. So nice to sit back and just watch you blast. Right, it's true. Usually Fawn's out here with me. He's not allowed to just sit and watch. Now the crew is kind of that situation today. It's only me. Fawn lunatic. That does feel a little hard around these parts. Definitely feels odd. Other than when we were playing hardcore, everyone died around me. I don't think there's been really any stream where I spent the entirety of it solo until today. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I wouldn't say I'm totally alone. I do sometimes see the other guys out in the world. I could see somebody on an eagle not too long ago. They do exist. We kind of like name our characters, so I don't even know which one of the guys it was. And that one there. There you go. Okay, so did I pick anything nice? I got the Worldly Fortune, we got the Natural Finesse, Jaguar Innovation, Thrash Size, Rig Size, Rig Size. Interesting. Ravager on kill, duration, extension, and counterattack charges. The crew will be back soon, true. Let me in! Let me in! I feel that. I feel that. I'm here, technically already played it, but I still feel like let me in. It's like unleash us, let us be a higher level. Let us see what else is going on. Like right now, no Paragons. The level, Paragon's level 60, huh? Level 60 Paragon. What's going on with that? We changed some of our thresholds. So maybe we get more skill points? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Or maybe they just intentionally put it that way so it's even more out of reach? I don't know what that means. I don't know what it is. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'll grab these. Here's this and that. Yeah, it's usually at 50, so I don't know. I don't know. And the test build is showing 60. I'll grow infuriated. Okay, here's this. Only halfway through. We do not currently have a fancy whatchamacallit coming. Plague Bearer. I haven't been playing for a few days, so my brain's like, what are those again? I'm gonna wait till release. This is just a build. Yep, this is just a build. We're gonna figure out what the reality of that release is when it comes. Take that too. Yeah, true. Okay. Stop this. Oh, terrifying. Give me more loot, you fools. Popping on. Galavine. Nope. That's not you. Alright, Fallen Altar. Not bad. Getting warmer. I feel like we can have higher density. Granted, I'm kind of backtracking a little bit, maybe where I don't want to be. Let's see how this does for us. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Not that done. Nothing. Okay, clear this as I do. Alright. So our time with this is almost over. So is there anything else we want to look at really quickly before we are through? Okay, so this. slay everything I can before we have to say goodbye. Gorilla efficiency, that's one we haven't picked up. Rock splitter, the protection, defensive cooldown reduction, which interestingly enough I guess would be even things that aren't gorilla, but I do put it in a gorilla label bracket. Propagators. Okay, so we got you. Open one of these. Still never saw a unique. I know they exist. I did see them yesterday. Experiment how Uber uniques can they share? Well, they can use the Uber uniques film slots that they have. Like obviously helmets, the rings. They do not have two-handed weapons or two-handed swords. I don't think they have a grandfather. They use quarter stabs, which I don't know if are separate from normal stabs, but they drop a quarter staff like a staff, right? It says quarter staff. I don't know. Maybe that's separate too. They got glaives. I've seen pole arms. So the mythical weapons, maybe not so much.
Not ready.
Okay. Right, so the armor type stuff, surely they can use those. So with your Andes, the Shaco, the Tyraels, the Starless Ring, Solid, Amulet, that kind of deal. They should be good to go for if someone wanted to use them. Need more time. Dun 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 dun. Got up on the box. Come on, let's just see one. Anything. Nope, that's a polearm. This polearm has inevitable fades. Enemy falls below 35% life while effective. Any of your damage over time effects. Explosion occurs every 7 seconds. Hey, that's actually something we could do, right? Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for hanging out with us, a cookie. Hope you saw some things you like and you'll see to play in it yourself in October. Done with this. Yes, no, maybe. Can I get enough for another one? Maybe. Only a few more minutes. A few more minutes. Alright, so that is our Spiritborn experience pretty much for me. So we'll go ahead and head on back to Evercross. Last chance. Anything else you want to open up menus and look at before it's all done? Thank you, NYC. Thank you. And thank you all for hanging out with us. I really do appreciate you stopping by, especially the regulars, because I am way out of my usual time zone. I'm usually around sometime after 7 p.m. EST, and then 12 plus hours is what I do. Not to say I'll never be a daytime streamer, but I am a vampire. I live in the night. And I'm also not from the West Coast, which I'm currently, of course, there. So my time's like extra off. Yes, they did nerf the heart drops, so it is different. It's different. We're going to see that in the upcoming season already, not just in season 6. Thank you. One and all. All right, I will see you all when I see you. Thank you very much again. It is sad to say goodbye, but you know what? We got to do what we got to do. So long, farewell, and I won't be back into my normal schedule until like Monday night, probably at earliest. So until then, farewell.